Hey guys, Archie and Snake. How you going, Snake?
It's going well. How you doing? Rough times?
Always easy, you know. Life's not always easy. Went to see my friend, helped him sort out my friend's widow, and went through the watch collection. He was a very his collection. He liked to buy things that sort of pissed off people. You know, he loved his quartz. He had a few quartz Grand Seikos. He had one of the watches I helped him get over 20 years ago was a Tudor Submariner.
Oh man, those are worth the same as a Rolex Submariner now.
They're valuable.
Yeah.
And it was actually a sapphire one. You know, believe it or not, I had a plastic one and I didn't think much of it. The plastic ones are worth more.
Oh really?
But yeah, so I went through. You know what I did do? I got an idea for you too about a business idea, Mike. I wouldn't waste my time making boxes, okay? I think that business is saturated, okay?
Yeah.
I got another idea for you. Can I throw you an idea?
Sure. I'm open.
Okay, so the actual display boxes and that market is fucking saturated. Everyone from the high-end Louis Vuitton Goyard down to cheap Chinese imports, right? But nobody does box restoration services. Like if you've got an original Patek box that's gone funny, you can't get that restored.
I see.
Like, you know, the interior is they often have, it's sticky buttons. I'll put it in Ferrari speak. It's like sticky buttons. you know, that plasticky painted plastic they have, which 20 years later it turns into goo or it crumbles, turns into dust.
Yeah.
So if you refurbished existing boxes, I reckon nobody. I haven't seen anyone who does that.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it either. No.
The other thing is turning big boxes into cigar humidors. Like if they're damaged, I've got a paddock box which has had damage to it, right? And I'd like to turn that into a cigar humidor. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, you mentioned that before already. Yeah.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
What would it require?
What's that? Sorry.
Well, to turn it into a humidor.
Well, basically, you'd rip out the interior, and
Yeah.
you'd need some. You could actually buy a teak cigar humidor on eBay very cheaply, right? So that's a. You basically need to line it with teak. So it's fairly simple. All you do is you'd line it. You'd stuck a thermostat, you know, well, you know, the thing that measures humidity in, and you'd stick in a little water thing. So you can buy that stuff pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And
No.
off you go. It becomes a humidor. So you'd basically just line the box with teak. I think it's teak. That's all it is.
Teak or what's what do they make pencils out of? It's that really good smelling wood. I can't think of the name of it right now. But yeah, teak or another type
It's
of wood.
irrelevant. Whatever the fuck it is, right? It's irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
Trapper John's here too. Hello, Trapper. How are you?
Good.
Cedar is the wood I was thinking of.
Cedar.
Cedar.
Trapper
is the
John,
wood.
what's happening with you there? The Millionaire Factory. What's happening? I got to tell you, there's some interesting shit happening around the world. I got to be honest with you. Yeah, I went and visited my friend's widow yesterday. Fuck, you know, they had a $2 million apartment, quite fucking beautiful, a beautiful home, and it's so terrible. He doesn't exist now. He's gone to the big barbecue. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck, can you believe this? I was talking to him at the start of the year. He doesn't exist as a person. He is no longer in existence.
Yeah, it's funny how that can happen. Not funny, but
yeah, it's fucking serious.
Fucked is the right word.
What I actually did for him was, right? I know you guys don't believe me. You all think I'm a hoarder, right? Right? I actually gave him a watch storage box. I gave her. I said to her, what we'll do is, what are the most precious watches? Not talking financially. Well, some are financial. But I said, what's the most precious? So she had a quartz Seiko she gave him when they first started going out together. He had the Tudor. That Tudor. He had that. I helped him get that Tudor around year 2000 because I remember where I was working. 2001, I think I helped him get that. And we went through some of the watches that he had there. So we put, this was a storage box. I said, let's put the sentimental, the ones that mean something most into this box. So I actually had somebody who sent me a handmade watch box.
Oh.
With dovetail joins. You know what dovetail joins are, don't you, Mike?
Yes. No,
they're a bitch. They're a bitch.
I was planning on making my boxes with those.
So I actually, Mike, I think you're wasting your time making the boxes. I would do restoration of existing boxes. Let me show you the box I gave her. This is the box.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Very nice.
So just have a look here. Here's the watches, right? I'll just show you the watches for this person. So that's the Seiko. It's a Seiko quartz that she gave him years and years ago. I said we might have to get the battery taken out. I don't know if the battery's still in there or what's happened, but we'll address that soon.
Yeah,
That's his Tudor. That's his Tudor. See the Tudor sub.
Very
beautiful.
Now it didn't have the
Nice. How wildly popular would that be today if Tudor made that?
I know. Well, it's basically the Black Bay is that now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, it is, but it isn't. In my opinion.
No, a vintage a Tudor Submariner is a Submariner in its own right, and very expensive these days. And granted, doesn't have the same movement, but everything else is Rolex, and I think being vintage, if it's vintage enough, holds its weight as much as a vintage Rolex.
It's definitely cool, no doubt.
He got given a Roma. This is a Roma watch from his grandmother.
Mm.
He's actually, excuse me, I'm just eating some chocolate. I felt a bit depressed yesterday. So I went and bought some chocolate.
So I've never heard of that brand right there.
They're not a luxury brand, I would say.
Hmm.
But this was a gift from his grandmother when he graduated school.
Yeah, I mean, these things are all precious in their own right.
This is his
for different
Seiko Monster.
Different reason
Seiko,
amongst all of us.
his Seiko Monster, the orange monster.
Yeah, version 2.
And this is a Pepsi Seiko he wore for years. So
Yeah,
Cool.
I
Very
gave
cool.
I gave her this box. I said, why don't we get, because she likes sort of nature and wood and stuff like that. I said, here's a handmade box. I said, I'm going to give this to you because it was given to me and I'd like to give it to you. So I gave her this box. Aaron Babushka, £2. Mike, ask Trapper to release me from the basement, please. Thank you, Aaron
Not a
Babushka.
chance.
Thank you. Not a chance, he said. Okay.
That'll require quite a super chat.
Let me just show you some more photos here. So this is the box. Here it goes. Arrowhead watch boxes.
Wow.
They sent it to me, and I thought, you know what? Why not give it to her? Does that make sense or not?
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
No, that was a nice gesture.
I mean, she's quite well off. They're loaded, okay? It's not about money.
It's
I just
a
thought
gesture.
it's nice. You can see the dovetail joins there.
Yeah.
I bet you there's damn fewer of those than there are Louis Vuitton boxes.
Oh, 100%. This
Produced.
is handmade.
Exactly. I might rub a bit of like a satin.
So what I'm
Stain
trying to
use
say
like
to
a
you
guitar
guys is,
varnish or something.
what I'm trying to say, this guy
stain or
here,
something.
when he died, he was living in a beautiful apartment. 260 square meter apartment, okay? And I got to be totally honest with you. He's dead. The poor bastard is dead now, you know? And fuck, I'll tell you exactly. The apartment itself, six years ago, it sold for 1.3 million Aussie. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car. Fucking beautiful apartment. He's no longer with us. Do you understand that? He's no longer with us. Okay? It's just sad. It's sad. You know what I mean? It's very, 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 very sad. He had everything. I mean, financially, he had it all. You know what I'm saying or not? He had it all. And this is what happens. It's gone. You know what I mean? It's all over. I don't know what to say, really. It's just, you look at these things and you realize life is very futile, you know? But it is sad, you know? It's very sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's just, this is the way you roll with the punches, don't you? You roll with the punches. And yeah, that's it. That is it, man. That is it. That's it, you know? What can you say or do? This is life. You got to love your watches. Enjoy your watches. If you're not happy, get out. 247 square meters. There you go. That's just checked it now. It was internal, 150 square meters. Balcony, 37 square meters. It had 2 huge balconies. Actually, 3 balconies. And a garage of 60 square meters. 247 square meters. Beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. Do you understand? And it's no more. What do you say? What do you do? I got no idea. This is the way it goes, see? This is the way the cookie crumbles. But here we go. We got some super chats. Thank God, because the only thing... Here we go. We got some super chats. It's been a tough show. Ed Venus G, $2. Are you going to see Clivers in the US? I don't mind to see Clivers. I wouldn't mind to see Clivers at all. Paul Silicius, $5. Arch, your London significant other is flirting with O'Sheen now. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't matter. You know what? He does his show. I do my show. You got to stand on your own 2 feet. Andrew, £5. You don't need Rolex in heaven. Material goods are temporary. Wear them. Do good. Enjoy life. That's worth more than any watch. Time is precious. And we got Sirocco sales. He wants the link. I love my Sirocco. I love Sirocco sales. Trapper John, what's happening in the market? I heard the watch market's collapsed. What's going on? Tell me what's happening.
I think the Dow ended up 130 something down today, which was a damn sight better than what it was earlier in the day, which I think was nearly 600 points down.
Sirocco sales, how are you, my friend?
Archie, how are you, mate? Long time no speak.
Yeah, not so good. I went to my friend's widow yesterday. I took the day off the show.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, that's no good. It's always a sad time.
I gave her a handmade watch box to put the most precious, when I say precious, we're talking memories away.
Yep.
It was a box that somebody had given me, and I thought it'd be nice to give that to her. It's not a mass-produced Chinese box. It was a fucking handmade box that someone sent me. And I thought, you know what, this, because she likes nature and likes trees and stuff like that. So I thought, this is beautiful, natural wood, handmade. It'd be amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it's this gentleman, 63 years old. He had a $2 million apartment. I just went to the apartment yesterday. Absolutely stunning. It's at West End, right on the on the river. Like you cross the road, there's a park, then you've got the river. Okay, you don't get more beautiful than that. $2 million apartment, and he's dead. He doesn't exist. Do you understand? I can never see or talk to him again.
Well, mate, you know, I'm 63 in a couple of weeks, so you know,
It's not fucking old. You know what I'm saying?
It's not fucking old. Absolutely not.
And the saddest thing is he was always a workaholic. He built up a good financial nest egg, and now he can't fucking enjoy it.
Yep.
I mean, he did retire because of personal, well, it's a long story, but he did finish work when I started doing YouTube full time.
Yeah. You still got that cough, mate. What's going on there?
It's getting better.
Okay.
It's getting better.
Had it
Look,
a
I got to
while.
tell you, Sirocco, how long have we got? I don't fucking know. How long you got, man?
I hope for another 10 or 15
Oh, you want
years,
more
not
than that.
Not well.
20. You want 20, don't you? 20.
20 would be good. 25 would be better, you know, but you've got to be realistic. You know, if I say 15, that puts me through to 78.
You got to think positive. If you don't think positive, you won't achieve your
Absolutely.
goals. Dan Penner says, if you dream of becoming a millionaire, you won't become a decamillionaire. If you dream of being a deca, you won't become a centurion millionaire. If you dream of being and it's a good point. Your body starts to slow down once you. Now, mind you, how many fucking years do you want to keep working for? I mean, fuck.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I gave up work a long time ago. So, yeah,
I realized something. I've been having some very philosophical discussions and philosophical thoughts, right? I tried to re-engage with people I've worked with in the past, right?
Yep.
It's almost like that side of me doesn't exist anymore. They don't want to engage with. Not many of them want to engage. I can't find many, and I've reached out to a few, and you know, it's kind of.
Well, you know, Archie, it's like the old saying goes: "Don't look back, just go forward."
Yeah, but I like to look at the past. I like to, you know, one thing I've discovered when I've done some self-evaluation.
Yep.
I really like breasts.
You really like breasts. I had a nice chicken breast dinner tonight, actually. But we're talking a different breast.
You were born with a set in your mouth, and if you're lucky, you'll go up the same way.
Absolutely.
I got to be honest with you.
Hey, Arch, do you think that I was thinking about your coker, you know, kind of dilemmas? Do you think that they resent, not you necessarily, but what you chose to do, that you were maybe more fulfilled, happier than they were going to a 9 to 5 every day? And
I think no, they don't. They won't even engage with me to know what I even do. They don't even really know what I do, right?
I've got multiple people that that seriously, I mean, lifelong friends that hate on me because I'm happy and not in my own little personal hell that they are, and because of that, they literally despise me. And I've not
I got to
done
tell
anything.
you,
I've helped them out.
I got to tell you, it's funny. People seem to only want to contact you if they think they can get something out of you, or you might be useful to their career down the track, Sirocco. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. You got a super chat.
JBIDX $5. I still want Mike's take on how hard it is for non-pilot to land a Cessna 206.
If they had instruction, like, you know, like on TV where somebody's talking them down,
yeah,
it's totally possible. If they're
tell me
on
this:
a
is it
ride
harder
and the
to land?
pilot
Is
just
it harder
dropped
to
dead?
land, Mike? Would it be harder to land a Cessna 206 or a 737 Boeing?
I would say I would say the Boeing.
That'd be harder.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
No.
Because it's got autopilot. It lands itself. It auto.
Okay, if you're taking
if the shit hit the fan,
but,
if the shit hit the fan and you didn't have all that computer assisted stuff,
I mean, you know, with a 707, you got to line up like 10 miles, you know, before the runway and have your trajectory, your landing trajectory set, and so that you're just gonna drop in, and your tires are gonna touch right down at the beginning of the runway. Whereas with a little Cessna, you can make a quick turn and blunk, be right on the ground, and if you know what you're doing. And again, it depends on whether if the person has instruction, if somebody helping them or not.
Didn't that just happen in Queensland, Archie? Did I read
707,
today?
or you got 4 engines,
Okay, how about somebody who's an
deal with.
advanced user on Microsoft Flight Simulator? Could they land it?
Probably, yeah, absolutely.
Because that's actually quite a hard game. It's not really a game. It's like a simulator. It's actually pretty fucking.
No.
I used to like taking the big aircraft up and just turning the engines off. Bang! Fuck.
I've got a model airplane. I've got a model airplane simulator that's very realistic, and
there used to also be a program called Microsoft Train Simulator. I used to like to get the train up to speed, run it till the end at full ball, bang, and the thing would fucking run into the.
That train simulator was right up there with Microsoft watching paint dry. That was a fun
Come
one
on.
too, yeah.
Come on, don't be like that. It was cool. And
hey Archie, I met one of your great supporters the other day in New York City.
Oh, who's that?
Timepiece Fund.
Oh, he's a lovely guy.
He's a great guy, really cool guy. He reached out to me. What was it? Monday morning? Yeah, it would have been Monday morning. And he said, "Oh, you're in Manhattan." I said, "Yeah." So we met in his AD, in his local AD in Manhattan.
Beautiful. He's a
an
really
interesting
nice guy.
experience.
He's
Yeah.
a really nice guy. I got to tell you that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, he introduced me around, and they obviously know
So,
very
Mike,
well.
what aircraft could you land? Could you land a 737?
Me personally,
Yes.
yes.
Could you land an Airbus A380?
Yes.
Could you land
with instructions or without instructions?
I feel like I could. I mean, I've
Okay.
not.
It's all psychological. If half the battle is thinking
could you land
can do it
with the wheels and everything still intact?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think I could put it down. I've got my light sport pilot's license, so I know how to fly. I've been flying radio controlled planes my entire life. I can fly any plane, with any small airplane without issue. It just would be a matter of learning the throttles, and the controls are all the same. And yeah, no, I mean, I feel like I would be able to put those down. Yeah.
My favorite aircraft is the one in Thunderbirds Are Go, Sirocco.
That's the best.
Because the funny thing is, you look back at the time, Thunderbirds was done in the late 60s.
I remember it very well.
They actually had aircraft which had engines in the tail, which was actually a lot of tri-engine planes. McDonnell Douglas had a tri-engine jet.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 727 had an engine in the tail as well, didn't it?
Yeah, they had the two on the side and one up in the vertical.
Mm.
I'm not sure which model of plane that was, but I remember there was one. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Sirocco.
Yep.
It's kind of funny, so I've had a few friends who've left and they no longer exist. These people, is the person the body? Is the person the brain? The spirit? What is the person? I don't think it's
the memory.
The memory.
The memory.
The person's not really the flesh, is it? Like, you could freeze the body, couldn't you?
No.
That's the cells and
the memory is what at the end of the day, when you're gone, you are a memory.
Yep.
For people all around you, whether they love you, whether they fucking hate you,
impact
whatever
you've left on this world.
Yeah. You have a super chat, Archie.
Here we go. The Pine Baron, $5. Arch, how much Scots would you need to get on a 737 with Mike, with Snake at the yoke? When will Rolex ADs have a full selection in display case. I actually, you know, me and Mike, I reckon me and Mike could sneak into FedEx, and I would actually let Mike would take one up, would take a 737 up. Okay.
We get some nice pilot suits.
Yeah.
And some nice white shirts.
I'll be first officer. I'll be first officer.
Sticker.
You can be captain. I'll be first officer. And we'll go into a FedEx because they do the freight. And I'd let Mike.
Why don't you just ship yourself in a box and then bust out?
Yeah.
Mid-flight.
Yeah. Mid-flight.
I would want to take it off too, though.
Mike,
I would want the full Monty. I want the full experience. I want to taxi it and gun it and take off.
I don't think Rolex will ever be available anymore. I think those days are over.
Yeah,
By the way, Sirocco, the other thing that makes me really sad, I forgot to tell you, Sirocco, Dennis Waterman died?
Yeah, I saw that. Like an unbelievable
74. Fuck, what the fuck happened? He was very healthy. What happened to him?
Apparently he wasn't. Simple as that. Don't know. I read that in the paper the other night. I was totally shocked. I grew up with all that shit. The Sweeney
I love Dennis Waterman. Dennis Waterman was
you were talking about new tricks.
Dennis Waterman, you like new tricks? New tricks.
He was awesome.
Yeah, I like that girl in New Tricks. She was beautiful.
I did.
You know that one?
With the blonde.
You know how many times Dennis Waterman was married?
4, I think.
Yes. So he's lived an interesting life, hasn't he?
Oh, look, I mean, you've lived a full life. It's not bad, He's gone out. He's living in Spain, nice and warm. He's got money in the bank. He's had a few wives. He was married to Rula Lenska in the 80s, who was absolutely fucking
She was gorgeous.
I remember her very well because I had a cry. She was stunning. I remember her from, I was like in my early 20s, and she was beautiful.
Yes, Rula Lenska. Yes, she was beyond.
Rula Lenska.
Fuck, she was really beautiful. Very Yeah, he got sick of her, but.
Oh, look. Hey, why not swap them around? I think he beat her a bit. I think he smacked her.
You reckon?
There was one chick he smacked, yeah. He admitted it. I can't remember who it was.
It was a different time. You got to remember this. It was a different.
Absolutely.
Here's an interesting photo. I'll show you a photo of Dennis Waterman. This is an interesting photo with Rue. You see that photo there? That's Dennis Waterman.
You got a super chat, Archie?
Yep. Thank you so much. Edwinus G, $2. Mike, why you didn't go to the other AD in San Fran?
They had some sort of event going on or promotional thing going on, and they just recommended it wasn't a good day to come in. I called and said, I'm coming in, and they said, not today.
Did you try on a root beer, Mike? I never heard the story. Did you try on a root beer?
I did not try one on, but there was one in the case, and I was able to view it, and it was everything.
I tried one on Monday.
Oh, yeah?
I tried one on Monday. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's kind of the one I'm setting my sights for. Yeah. But I'm starting to shit's starting to get weird lately in life, so who knows?
How do you mean getting weird? What happened?
Oh, just everything, like with my uncle and his health, and having to be his taxi to all of his cancer things and happenings.
I think she's still good looking there, Sirocco.
I was going to say, can you enlarge that photo? She looks great.
Yeah,
she
I
does
think
look
she's
beautiful.
fucking beautiful. She's a beautiful woman,
Yeah.
you know. She's a proper
Stunning. Yeah. Gorgeous.
Dennis Waterman. I fucking love Dennis Waterman. Do you understand? He was a hero of mine.
Yep. No, I get that. Yeah. You know, I liked him in The Sweeney, which was his first
Yeah,
real
that was his. You know, he was
big
in a
big
couple of
show.
really
And
interesting things. You know this? He was also Dennis Waterman.
yep.
He starred in the 90s. He was in a number of shows. There was some because after Minder, he had some after Minder, he had a few spin-offs. There were a few interesting.
There was some comedy show he was in. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a few, and he was really good. He was really good. He's got 2 children. I'm just trying to find it here. He was a singer as well.
Yes, well, he sang the theme
theme.
tune for Minder. He did New Tricks and quite a few other ones. I remember. Yeah, I remember in the early '80s he brought out a few singles in the '80s. I was still living over there, of course, then. So yeah, no, he was pretty accomplished. I
Now
think he done
George
a
Cole,
few
you know, Arthur,
Broadway, a few shows. Yep.
They were good friends in real life. In 2005, 2015, his friend of many years, George Cole, died aged 90. See, 90 is a good age to die, isn't it?
Sure.
Well, what age is a good age to die? Let's be fair.
120.
That's the big question. What,
120.
120?
It depends
Fuck that.
on how your last years are. You know,
Oh, Waterman's marriage to Lenska. Waterman's marriage to Lenska ended because of his violent behavior towards her. In March 2012, he caused controversy with some comments on the issue. It's not difficult for a woman to make a man hit her. She certainly wasn't a beaten wife. She was hit, and that's different.
I think he belted her once, and that was that, something like that. I seem to remember him.
He was
hearing an
banned for
interview or
driving
something.
for 3 years in 1991, following his second drink driving conviction in 4 years. He's a bit of a lad, isn't he?
I think he was, yeah.
He was a bit of a lad. I mean, you don't really want to beat women, do you? That's not a great.
No, that's not cool.
Yeah, I don't think that's cool. I mean, if you're not happy, you leave. Don't you agree, Sirocco?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Walk out the door.
You know, Archie asked, what's a good age to die, or what's a you know, how, honestly, it really depends on what your situation is when you get old. Because my grandmother passed away just short of 102, and she was my dad put her in an elderly facility where she just sat in her apartment, and until I came along for her last years, and every morning showed up and had breakfast with her and made sure her shirt was on straight, and didn't, got her straightened up and ready for the day. And she was still walking and walked with me every day. She was the only lady there that got escorted in by her grandson into the dining room. She was the envy of that entire fucking whole place. I made her life like so livable. At 100
I don't know if I
years
want to
old.
go into care. Do you want to go into care, Sirocco?
No, thank you very much.
Well, she wasn't in care. She was just in an apartment. She was fully mobile. And I'm just saying, though, that without like my having come along and enhancing
How do
her
you
life,
get your
she
kids
would
to
have
do
just
that,
been
Mike? How do I get my
up there.
kids to do that for me? I'd like that. That sounds like a good option. How much do I need to pay them to do that?
You just, I think you got to just raise them, and I think that it will come to them in their later years. Treat them right, love them, and certain things you just have to let play out.
Super chat, Archie. You got a super chat, mate?
Ooh, interesting comment from Nico Leonard there. I refuse to pay you because 30% is going to end up in Tim's pocket. Hey, Nico, I love you. Peace, bro. Peace, bro. Hey, man. I personally don't want to hound you. You know, I tell you, if you don't want to advertise with me, man, I love you.
You can always
By the
PayPal
way,
him.
You got a super chat, Archie?
Yeah, sorry. I'll come back to Nico in a minute. Brown G Force, $5. Good to have you back, Sirocco. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Extremely,
Thank you so much.
extremely
Thank
good.
you so
Good to
much.
talk to you, Sirocco. Haven't talked
I
to you
was
in a
just
long
gonna
time.
say
Yep.
to Nico, man. Yeah, I think Tim was a bit aggressive. I do apologize, and I just say to you, look, if you don't want to advertise with me, man, that's completely okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he said it's not the real one. That's okay. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. Doesn't. To be honest with you, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, Rocco, let me ask you this.
Yep.
I want to die.
Well, you don't want to die. No,
I
one
don't want
wants
to die.
to.
But when and if I die, right? I'd like to live forever.
When you die, yeah, when you
Okay,
die.
you know, I'd really like to have 250 years. That's what I would ideally like.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
that.
back to the days of the Bible.
The vampires. You know the vampires?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sirocco,
Yes.
you think about it, if you live 250 years, you could buy real estate and it would become very valuable, right? You could enjoy your money.
The problem is you don't know what's going to happen.
And you
if you
you know
you
what
really wanna
lines
go-
to
if-
use on the chicks. You know what lines to use on the chicks.
Oh, but those lines, the lines that I used fucking, Jesus, 40 fucking years ago don't work
Yeah,
now.
at 250,
You
man,
know?
those lines are going to be some
250.
old lines.
Yeah.
Those are going to be some
You're gonna-
really old lines.
Yeah. You got another super chat, Archie. A couple of them.
Giorgio the chef, $5. Good to see you back at the helm, Arch. The person hosting last night didn't do you any favors. Oh, he tried. You can't say that. He tried. And Andrew, £5. Can we stop talking about homes, deaf, old men chats? Next snake will be pissing himself. Asking for a clean. I'm young, want Rolex, women, and fast cars.
I'm with you, Andrew.
Good on you, Andrew. I'm with you too.
I'm with you
SR
100%.
Bell,
man.
67, $5. Arch, would you jack off David and his German Shepherd for? Look, I you know what? At my age now,
Yes, you
I'm not
would.
doing.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okie dokie. It's a bit weird, these questions here. I don't like to
Weird.
involve my. I don't like to involve my premium sponsors. My premium. We got Doc on there as well. Hello, Doc. How are you?
Oh wow, how's it going? I forgot I was
Hey,
even
Doc,
backstage.
what happens to people when they die? What happens to people when they die? What do they ask for? Their mistress, the Maserati, the Ferrari? No, they ask for their kids. Tell me the story, Doc.
You know, I don't remember the exact story except for that it's true for virtually everyone who's on their deathbed. But I think when I first came on the channel, I was talking about somebody specific. But generally speaking, you know, that's what you're going to do.
What's that?
You're gonna,
Tell the story. What do they ask for?
basically, I think it was someone in my family, one of my uncles, that just wanted everybody. He wanted all of his kids. Just because he says, "Where are my kids?" So that's what.
Yeah, they want their family around them.
Well, he had people there, but he wanted to know where are his kids. And his kids were in the house. But they just weren't standing there at the moment. He was going in and out of, like, it might have been a light coma kind of thing. He was going in and out, and when
Is
he
this
came
in
back,
his last moments or something?
yeah, this is his last moments on his
Oh, I
deathbed.
see. Okay.
Yeah. So when he came to a moment of consciousness, he just says, "Where's my kids? Where are my kids?" And
Yeah.
everybody came rushing over. His kids came rushing over. "I'm here, Dad. I'm here, Dad."
Wow.
That kind of thing.
He's lucky man to have that.
Yeah, he you know, you're not
Do
saying.
you hope to have kids, Snake?
What's that? I
Do you
don't
hope
have
to
any
have
kids.
children? Do you hope to have children? I said, Snake. Hope.
I would love to have a kid. If I met
Okay.
the right girl today, I would have a kid with her. Yes, absolutely.
I don't normally do this, but can I do a little impression of Mike the Snake?
Sure.
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah,
I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. because I was listening on my way out of work, and I heard you guys talking about Mike piloting a jet. So I thought,
Yes.
this is your captain, Mike the Snake, and ladies and gentlemen, just relax. We're going to have a little more fun than normal because I'm going to go about 10,000 feet higher, and we're going to do a barrel roll, okay? And when I do it, I want everybody to go, wee, okay?
You know, can you do a barrel roll in a commercial jet?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they did that. I think a 747 did a barrel roll.
747 jumbo jet. Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
The test
That
pilot.
guy that stole the was it Alaska Airlines or whatever, and in Seattle he was doing.
That's true too.
Shit.
But the test
What
pilot
happened? What's that? What happened, Trapper? Who stole what?
The guy who stole that small commuter jet or some commuter plane, some kid, and with basically just simulator experience, jumped in and stole a plane and just went crazy and started doing aerobatics with it and just fucking zooming the airport and doing all kinds of crazy shit.
Did he manage to land it?
No,
he didn't intend to land it.
Landed it right into
he
the
flew
ground.
it and then crashed it into the ground and took himself out.
SR Bell $672. Mike should adopt a mulatto. Mulatto. What the hell is a mulatto? No idea.
It's a mixed race person. I don't know why. I'm not sure what that's about, but
yeah, whatever. I'm not adopting.
It's very specific.
I got to tell you, Mike, I don't understand why you even stay in this country. I got to tell you, Mike, me and you are moving to Pattaya.
Yeah, no, I'm.
There's nothing for you in America.
I got a friend.
What we're going to set up? We're going to start up the wristwatch box restoration company. We're going to restore vintage Patek, vintage. There's no point doing it for cheaper brands, but you can do the lining. You know the lining. You know that sticky stuff. We can fix it all up, Mike.
Sure.
That's what I want to do. We're going to start a business in Pattaya.
I'd love to go to Pattaya with you. I got a friend who's moving there shortly to move there permanently, and as soon as he's set up and established, he says, there you've got the place. I'll help set you up.
We're moving there. I've had enough of this life. I've made me realize if you're not happy in your life, I've discovered something, Doc.
Yes, sir.
I really like breasts.
Mm-hmm. Lots of breasts in Pattaya.
Is it the whole breast?
Neo, $2. You want Mike to move just when he gets an AD.
Exactly. or Murphy's Law would be as soon as he moves, like a month later, they're trying to call him.
He gets a phone call.
Yeah, exactly. That's what'll happen.
On Seinfeld, it would be an empty room with the phone ringing and all the equipment's gone. The phone is ringing.
Just a phone in a room and little answering machine. Your root beer is waiting here at a 20% discount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can I say, by the way, Sirocco, welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doc. I've never been away. I'm on holiday. So
yes, but
I've had a really whistle stop tour of the East Coast from Washington up to New York. Chilling out in Ohio at the moment at the girlfriend's apartment. She's out at yoga. And in approximately a week's time, I shall be back in the land down under.
Wow.
I'm looking
just like that.
And,
so, Mike, when are you coming back to Oz?
In a week.
Sirocco.
Yeah. Next, I fly out of Chicago on Tuesday.
Gosh.
Fantastic.
Less than a week.
I'm looking forward to having you back,
Oh, look, it's been 5 months living out of a suitcase, and it's starting to get a bit old.
Yes.
I've done a lot. I've seen a lot. I mean,
do you miss your vessel? You miss your boat?
Oh yeah, I can't. I'm really looking forward to
I can't believe
being
I
home.
imagine
I've
how
been
much
I've been
you're
in
looking forward to
hotels
going
and stuff for the past 3 weeks, and then I had that month in the UK, and then hotels for 3 months, 4 months nearly before that. So just to get home, it's going to be nice,
You ever listen to
Just
Sting
get
or the
back in my board
Police?
shorts and my thing.
The music?
Not much. I
I listened to the old Police for sure.
Well, they had a song, "Man in a Suitcase." Why must I be a man in a suitcase? That'd be
didn't know
perfect
that
for
one.
you
Yeah,
when you get back.
yeah. It's been a bit, it's going to be good to be home. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have you back. We're going to go for that Chinese place again, me and you.
We're going to go out, the four of us, with Plastic and Silver, aren't we?
Yes.
And then you're going to be in the
that's-
dungeon, right, Sirocco?
Well, we'll look at the dungeon and see what's happening.
So how
when
do
I'm
you get back there? What do? You get back to Brisbane, then you go to Bundaberg. You drive up, is it? You catch a bus?
No, it's a bit of a clusterfuck. No, I'm flying back from Brizzy to Bundy.
I'll be right
but
back.
I don't get into Brizzy until 10:30 at night. By the time I clear customs, it's going to be fucking 11:30, 11:45.
Don't you stay at a hotel there then?
The hotel at the airport's fully fucking booked. It's fully fucking booked.
Oh, so what are you going to do then?
I'm gonna have to try and
even
find
the Formula One is
close.
booked. The Formula One is booked.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything. I might look at Formula One.
There's heaps of hotels. There's heaps of hotels there. I can't believe that. I can find one for you now. I'll tell you one. I'll find one now for you. Tell me what date. You tell me how many nights you want. Just one night?
One night, 19th.
Okay, let me find that now. I'll find it fucking for you now. I can't believe this, Sirocco. This isn't the way it works for my friends. Okay,
you've got a super chat, Archie. Sorry,
super chats. Neo, $10. The people who staged a takedown of the escapement channel should be ashamed of themselves. They are not helping Archie behaving like that. It would suck if Tim's channel got what happened. Who took what down? What the fuck?
What's the escapement?
I don't know much about that. The escapement channel, as far as I'm aware, the owners of the escapement took it down themselves. That's what I've been told.
Hoffon smash $2. Hope you don't get seasick when you get home. Ooh, interesting. Now I'm just looking up Sirocco. So we want Sirocco. We want Brisbane Airport. Okay, that's the location. I'll find one for what date? The 19th. You said 19th of May. Is that right?
Yep, I think so.
To the 20th.
19th. Yep.
So Friday, you're going back home.
How this is going to go.
Okay, one room, one adult.
I don't know how it's going to go either.
One room, one adult.
Forwarding you your itinerary.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just searching for you now. I can find a hotel in 5 minutes for you, Sirocco. Here we go. We have got the Pegasus Hotel, 157. There's the Ibis Airport. That's got a vacancy, 137. What are you talking about?
I couldn't even fucking find that. I'm just going to.
This is on Agoda.
I fucking stayed at the Ibis.
There's the Comfort Inn. This is at Northgate. Okay, that's fucking dear. That's not a great.
That doesn't
the Ascot Budget Motor Inn, Ascot Budget Inn and Residence, 107. What the hell are you talking? It's $107. There's Kingsford Smith Brisbane Airport, 4-star.
Is that 107 Aussie?
Yeah, all Aussie. That's the official currency of this channel.
That's kind of cheap.
I'd get the Ibis Budget Brisbane Airport, 137. What's the problem? It's just on Agoda, man.
Just having a look now. I'm on the Ibis website.
I was going to come and pick you up, Sirocco.
Well, that'd be interesting. Not in a Beamer. I would be so hungry I'd have to have a pizza.
Chicken wings. Chicken wings.
He eats in his car now, though, you know.
I know. And guess who started that?
But did you know something? Hey, Doc and Sirocco, did you know Plastics had to sell the X5?
Oh, the crypto collapse?
Yeah, crypto.
No, he probably sold it to upgrade.
The Ibis don't have those dates.
What? I'm logged in there. What website are you using?
I'm on the Ibis website.
No, you go to Agoda. Go to Agoda.
Okay. Hang on. Let me have another look.
You guys ever use kayak?
I used a kayak. I had one once, and I kept falling in.
I used kayak when we went to Hawaii to get married.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking long paddle.
I'll have a look later, Arch.
It's on Agoda. There's heaps of
Yeah.
hotels there. What do you mean?
I'm looking at actually Ibis website. Fucking pain in the ass. Ibis Brisbane Airport. There we go. Website. Fucking hard work. Anyway, look, it doesn't matter. I'll figure it out later. Your audience is starting to get a bit toey now.
Oh, really? They want him to talk about cars?
I think they want to talk about cars or something. Who is the owner of
Hoff
the
on
channel?
By the
Just
way,
reading
let
something.
me just tell you this. Let me tell you this, Sirocco. If you need any help, let me know. I can even book it for you if necessary. Okay. Just let me know.
Absolutely, Archie. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Look, let me say this to you. As far as things go, Sirocco, I want to say it's good to have you back, man. You got to enjoy life. No point mucking around doing things we don't want to do. You've got to really. Here we go. Pavel, $10. How's Lester doing, Sirocco? Who's Lester? I have no idea. How's Lester? Lester Dexter.
Who's Lester?
Lester.
Dexter.
Yeah.
I was on Dexter's Lex Reports, he calls himself now, and he basically hangs shit on everyone, and he's into the drama of the Archie verse and fucking escapements and dungeons and this and Tim and blah fucking blah. And I was watching the other morning, my time, and he's getting in big time with fucking Marcelo and his fucking new crew. So I went on one time, you know. Hey, what the fuck?
I feel like Lexter's getting a narcissistic personality disorder.
I think Lex is actually really obsessed, and I've told Lexer this actually. Anyway, in the comments, he does a comment on your Mamba mentality. Sirocco and Higgins were bashing Arch on the Lex show. That's actually a load of bullshit because I've never bashed Archie.
No, you've always been good to me, for God's sake, you know. I got to tell you guys, he's a very loyal guy there.
Someone's hallucinating about that.
One of his henchmen was one of the ones that bluffed me into, the whole my admitting my sins the other day. And I don't know.
I've been working. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, it's nothing, no big deal. But yeah, there's something going on there. I don't know what it is. I was hoping to be like clear of it, like neutral, and staying out of the crossfire. But apparently, some people are just have fun, taking people down. If they can.
Mike, you take things to heart too much.
I do.
Just got to ignore it.
Ignore
it.
I listen. My comments
matter.
are off. I'm not even looking at the comments anymore. They're off.
There you go. Yeah,
that's the first step.
Yep. I might like click on for a moment every once in a while, but they are off. I'm not caring anymore. And if yeah, it just. I would monitor the comments just because sometimes people would get real personal and say some real
you got
evil
a
shit.
super chat, Archie.
I wanted to respond to, but I don't.
Huff on Smash, $5. Lexter is just stealing Watch Nicholas's stick and applying to the Archie verse while Higgins is trying to weaponize its losers. And Neo, $2. Clyde goes on Lexter to talk shit about you. Yeah, that's okay. I don't really care. What can I say, hey?
Yeah, I've been on Lex's show once, maybe twice, just to have a chat. You know, he invited me, so I talked. You know, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing dramatic.
Nothing.
Hey, the other night I caught the end of your show the other night, and made a comment in the chat which Lord picked up on and said something to me, and I ended up going on Lord's channel.
Sure.
After your show a couple of nights ago. So, you know,
It's-
what the fuck?
it's-
That was a
it's
Monday.
okay.
my time.
As far as I
Tuesday,
know,
your time.
I'm on fine
You know,
terms
so-
with Lexter. I mean, we've never had a
Yeah.
bad word between us. But yeah, I just don't know exactly what's going on in the whole world. So that's why I'm turning off the comments, and I'm just gonna be here and exist and have a good time and try to contribute and be happy.
Ron the Shrink has me laughing. He needs to come
I
on.
read that. Yeah, that was funny. I read that one as well. I knew that. I knew exactly what you laughed at when you laughed at.
He needs to come on. Ron the Shrink, you need to come on.
He does. I can't stay on much longer because I'm expecting someone through the door any minute. But yeah, it's been good to come on and say hello, and you know.
Yeah, it's good
Back
to
onto the
hear
boat
from
next
you,
week.
man. It's been a long time.
One of my favorite shows was me and Scirocco in the dungeon for about an hour before some people came on to join us. That was a fun chat.
God, that was a little while ago, wasn't it? I've enjoyed the dungeon. We've had some good times in the dungeon. We're talking about it today, actually, and you know, someone made a comment to me and said, you know, we've done well, but you know, we shall see what happens when I get back if the dungeon carries on. I got to reassess what I'm doing. I don't know if I can certainly do the time. The time stamp or time slot.
Neo, $2 since Lord is not here. Why would you ever go there? Look, people are free to do whatever that. Look, you know what? I used to worry about these things. You know what, Scirocco? Life's too short to worry about petty crap. You know what I mean? I tell you one thing for sure. So life's too short to drive boring cars. That's the channel I watch.
Well, I'm still thinking about changing my mind. You got another super chat?
Super chat. Love Maldives, £4.50. Arch, new shirt. Actually, this is one of my Herman show. This is actually one of the first. This is the first shirt I got from Herman's. First or second. I love it. It's purple. It's beautiful. I love this shirt. I really do love this shirt.
Nice.
Must be a pale purple.
Yeah. It's a great purple. It's a beautiful. I love this shirt.
Oh,
Scirocco,
I
want to.
It's got the lines in it.
Yeah. Scirocco, I want to ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Life's too short to drive boring cars. You're actually looking at any other interesting cars you're thinking about? By the way, why don't you get a BMW?
Corvette.
Corvette. I do like the new Corvette. I've seen a couple of them since I've been in the US.
I'm trying to recruit. By the way,
I saw a fucking heap of them in Miami.
Let me tell you this, Scirocco, my car dealer rang me yesterday and said, do I know anyone who wants to sell cars? And they've got 2 HSVs for sale.
What are they asking?
Big money, 200,000 for one of them. Okay.
Well, that's a HSV, fucking big time one. Yeah, mine's only an SSV. Remember?
Hey, Trapper, take it easy. Trapper just left.
Look, would you get a BMW?
No.
Plastic water pump.
Sorry, I could buy a cheap one off plastic, I suppose. Has he sold it already?
I've been looking at Ducatis. Ducatis and
I like hotties.
I look at Mike. I look at hotties every fucking day.
Oh no, yeah, no, hotties too.
I'm Ducati.
But no, Ducatis and KTM's and Aprilias. I've been looking at between those 3 brands. There's a bike there possibly for me.
Super chat. Neo, $10. Paul, the punters will like for you to drink a toast to Vlad on our behalf. Would you please honor Vlad for us? Of course.
What's up with Vlad? Like, what's the toast
Well,
for?
He's stuck in bloody Russia with all the shit that's going on, I guess.
I see.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll do
He's a good
toast.
guy.
Oh, no, he's a friend of the channel for sure. I just wondered if it was something
Absolutely.
specific. I've been gone for about a week working overtime and all this other crap, and I hate it. And life is too short.
You know what? Life's too short. You know what would be a perfect car for you, Sirocco, if you'd listen to me?
Okay, come on. I'm waiting. I'm sitting here. Corvette.
No, we don't have
Corvette.
Corvettes in Australia, Doc. We don't have
Yes,
them.
you
Yes,
do.
we do. Yes, we do.
Yes, you
They're
do.
expensive. They're super expensive. To
Fucking
the lad.
160,000
Cheers, the
Australian.
lad.
There
How
you
much
go.
is it in Aussie?
About 160 Aussie.
Well,
Now, I
in
can- I
America,
can
their
tell-
prices are
Dead.
dropping dramatically.
I know.
Yeah.
But Australia,
I-
you see, they import them. They put on fucking luxury tax. They put on this tax. They put on that tax, and before
Yeah.
you know it, they're fucking stupid money.
At least it's a right-hand drive, though.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
They are
there you
factory
go.
right-hand drive when they
Yeah.
get here. You are correct. Actually, are they converted here?
I'll
I
tell you
can't
what
remember
car to
I say
get.
here.
I tell you what car to get, Sirocco.
Go on.
You want something practical and beautiful, right?
Corvette.
And reliable,
Yep.
correct?
That's not
I'm
exactly
quiet on that part.
Cool, Doc.
Okay, I'll tell you what you get. I'll bring it up for you, okay?
Now he's talking Lexus.
New Lexus.
No.
Yeah, no Lexus.
I'm going to tell you exactly what
Girlfriend's
you get.
got a Lexus. It's a nice little car.
Lexus
It's
makes
reliable.
great cars.
Yeah, it's a great little car.
Lexus
It's,
is
it's not a
solid.
new one by any
Yeah.
means, but it's
At least
a
around
nice
here,
car.
the dealership really takes
you know,
care
the
of
big-
you
the-
well.
The big problem I found with the girlfriend's Lexus is the steering wheel's never in front of me when I sit in the car.
That's kind of weird. You mean it's on the left-hand side or something?
It's on the left hand. It's on the left hand side, and it's so weird when I'm sitting on the right hand side where the steering wheel should be. Even more weird when she's driving.
Yeah, even that. Add
Okay, I
insult
found
to
it for you,
injury.
Sirocco.
Yeah,
How do you
How
feel
is it?
about white?
I love white cars.
Oh, he's talking about
Yeah.
cars? Okay.
Now,
We're talking
I want to
cars.
tell
I
you,
think we've
I
got
know
cars.
you well, Sirocco.
Yep.
So firstly, cheers to Vlad.
Cheers to Vlad.
Yes, sir.
I'll just swig a
This-
bit of my Stella.
This is the car you need to buy, Sirocco, but you're not going to do it because no one listens to me, but I'm going to show you
This
what I
is
think you
true.
should buy.
Looks like pyramids.
It's a black
Okay,
screen.
this is it.
Oh, it's a white fucking Beamer.
No, this is not an ordinary Beamer. This is an
I know.
M340i. So about 120 grand. However, okay.
What am I going to get for my SSV?
Okay. So this is
There's a trade.
this car itself. This car itself is a 6-cylinder turbo. It is absolutely breathtaking. Okay. This car is basically a poor man's M3. Fucking, this engine is also bulletproof. If you go to a car, exotic car PlayStation, he said this engine, the B58, is bulletproof.
Except for the plastic water pump.
It's got 285 kilowatts. How many kilowatts is your car, Sirocco?
I forget.
Okay.
It's
I
running a
haven't seen the
similar-
fucking thing for 5 minutes, and you're asking me how many.
It's running a
kilowatts
similar
it is.
inline six that my car has. I have the inline six with the twin turbo, twin turbos.
That's
and,
four-wheel
This uses
drive.
a scroll turbo. This uses a scroll turbo
did
now.
I
They've
read
moved
that?
away.
It's called a twin scroll turbo.
That's
and,
four-wheel drive. Did I read?
It's
Yes,
a single
drive,
turbo
four-wheel
with
drive.
two
Fuck me
inlets.
dead.
All-wheel drive. Yes, all-wheel
All-wheel
drive.
All-wheel drive. So it's
Fucking
an
nice.
X. It's an X
Mm,
model.
No, it's not an
X-drive.
X.
It is. It's an X.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, X drive. Yeah.
Yeah, if
That's-
it's
now look,
four-wheel drive, you usually have an
Sirocco.
X destination.
Nice looking car, Archie.
And it doesn't have
I
that big
can't
fat
fault it.
pig nose grill like the new ones.
Beaver
Yeah,
teeth.
yeah.
It's beaver
This,
see
teeth
I
that-
at the
found
see
top.
that front
that's really
again?
weird.
I saw one on the road the other day. It looks horrendous.
Yeah. They got really slim and sleek there for a year or two. I was just like, yeah,
go.
man.
It's still slim and sleek except for the nose.
What do you think,
It's like-
Sirocco?
It's not a bad looking car, I have to say. I would prefer those rims to be black.
Well, it's nothing that can't be changed for
Yeah.
It's
$10.
more the white color, the rental car white is the tougher part.
Well, I like white cars. My current car
You
is
appreciate
white.
that in a hot
Every
day.
brand new car I've ever bought has been white.
Oh,
You
well,
know,
if it's your
e-
thing,
Sirocco,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
your thing.
they're paying big money for that HSV. I'd get rid of it, right, and step into one of these.
I
This
think
is far
you're-
more practical than a Porsche, because the Porsche,
I'm not looking at a 911 or anything. I was looking at SUV.
yeah, but I mean, this is far better.
How about a Cayman Porsche? You could do that.
Yeah, no, I was looking at either Cayenne or even a little Macan. You know,
They're expensive.
I
Yeah.
know fucking 100 and fucking Cayennes are fucking stupid money.
Yeah, I think a Macan is even more expensive than a
A
Cayman.
Macan, well, yeah, I think.
Yeah, but that's
This has
because
got 500
Macan-
Newton meters of torque. This is you, Sirocco. It's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
Have we noticed anything about the super chats since we start talking cars?
Okie
I don't know.
dokie. Let's just end that
Super chats
car
have been
talk
a
there.
bit. Super chats have been a bit quiet all night. I've noticed.
What's happening to the share market, Sirocco?
It's not doing very well.
What can we do to help it?
Oh, fuck. Stop the war in friggin' Ukraine. Fucking shut down COVID in China, and we might have a start. I think we're on the way to a nice little global recession, and I think this time Australia is not going to be immune like it was 12, 14 years ago.
I think you get to thank the United States for that.
I think so. Well,
You can bring
you got
Kevin
pretty-
Rudd back.
Well, Kevin did okay. You know, in the big global fucking thing in 2008, the world went to shit, but Australia was pretty strong, and got through that okay. I think now.
That's because of the Howard Year reserves.
Well, I think it was a little bit more to it than that, to be honest. I think Rudd spent those reserves, perhaps, but also carried on. And I think because of geographical locations, I think Australia got, for some reason, was fairly immune to it. Look, I'm no economist. Fucking, I buy shares. If you want good share fucking advice from me, don't fucking talk to me. That's the best way I can say, because my shares have tanked. We were just laughing about it today. You got a super chat.
Super chat. Thank you so much there for the super chats. I do appreciate it there. Neo, I'm curious. $10. Mike, I don't want to upset you. I'm curious to know, do you know how to watch works well enough to explain it?
Do I know how well? Yeah, I believe so.
There you go.
I believe so. I mean, I'm not 100% familiar with every intricacy and every part, but I can give a basic breakdown of a watch and how it functions, and probably more in depth than most people that would, if you ask that same question too.
You're ready for a channel now. The
I
Mike the
still
Snake
got a lot
Show.
to learn.
Oh, Mike
Yeah,
the
so-
Snake Watch Channel.
You got to have the right name, and you already have that. Mike the Snake Show. You know.
Yeah, sure. There's 100 names that could work.
Doc, I have a question. Doc,
Yes, sir.
I've got a very serious question. That beer that's in your hand, what the hell was that? That really looks like a Stella.
Well, I threw that together. Somebody was giving me the business about the whole moon thing, and I threw that little Photoshop thing together, and I put the beer in there because I wanted to make sure that they recognize that even though it looks like everything's black and white, that it's not. So that's the only reason I put it in there. Because they always made everything black and white on that for a reason. But anyway.
Well, I have to tell you that the moon landing was definitely real, and I have the photos to prove it.
Well, and just like I say there, I believe it was completely real. That's why I said the moon soundstage, completely real, 100%.
Another super chat, Archie.
Super chat. Here we go. Malik Diamond, $10. Hello, panel. Mike, I wish you the best on the root beer, friend. Yes. Malik Diamond, by the way, you wanted a phone call.
Thank you.
I'm going to make a video for you. I've got a few videos to knock out. Malik, just email me at ArchieLuxury72@gmail if you want a phone call, and I'm happy to ring you after show today.
One of my watch dealers, offered me a root beer. I'm so extended, I couldn't get it because I'd already gotten all those other watches recently.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
I'm going to put my camera on just for a second, and I don't know if this is going to work. And this is just for you, Doc, because this is a photo of me and someone who's very dear to me walking on the moon. This is how real the moon landing was, okay? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's so sweet, and you're holding hands and everything. I mean,
holding hands and everything.
Does it get any more romantic than that? I don't think so.
We've got another one doing a spacewalk on the way.
I don't think it gets better than that. And you put it in a nice frame. I mean,
it's got to be real, right?
Well,
we've got it in. They were given to us in frames as well. We got digital and printed.
It's photographed.
Archie, you look
so
totally look at Archie's face. Archie just doesn't know what to say. He's just got, what the fuck?
Exactly.
When I decide to show up in Vegas to meet up with everybody,
and I was wearing my Omega Aquaterra. Sorry,
that's only because you don't have a Speedmaster, do you, Scirocco?
No, I'm
Andrew T. People shit stirring Archie and Tim grow up dicks. Andrew T. £2. Thank you, Andrew T.
Again, I missed a lot of that. I assume something happened in the last week or two.
I've got no idea.
Hard to say.
Is Tim in Korea now? I heard rumor he was heading for Korea.
York. No, his wife came back. Her
that's good. Well. So he's not here because he's spending quality time with his roommate.
Another super chat, Archie.
Another super chat. Here we go. Neo, $2. Neo, $2. AC3, be honest, which Pornhub videos are you watching?
That's what he was looking at. There you go. That explains
it. Very interesting indeed there.
You don't have to answer that question. You don't have to dignify him with an answer. But you did have a smile on your face.
Didn't he, just? He wasn't sure what was going on.
Exactly.
It was an odd smile.
So I actually tried on a couple of Cartier Santoses the other day.
Any good? Any
Changing
good?
the subject a little. I put it on a medium and went, that's too small. So we put on the Santos large in two-tone, and it was absolutely fucking gorgeous.
Two-tone.
Two-tone. Beautiful watch. As I said to Mike just before, I tried it on the root beer, the exhibition display piece only, but that was a nice looking watch. And a couple of reversos, whatever you call them, fucking Jaeger, fucking whatever it's called. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice
Jaeger
looking watches,
LeCoultre.
yeah. Jaeger LeCoultre. Yeah, them. Yeah. But I really like the Santos, the large especially. I was surprised actually it fitted well.
I have my theories about that Irix guy. He's okay. I think he's independently wealthy, and he doesn't he just doesn't care. Doesn't have to.
Can you hear me?
No,
Yes.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, okay. My button got pushed. No, today I went out to lunch with a gentleman who showed me 3 amazing watches. A Lange 1, another, I think a Lange 21 that it was 41 or 42 millimeters, was larger. A beautiful two Langes, and then another one that was kind of a limited edition, super high end brand watch that had that domed crystal, and with the 2 struts that came out and the balance wheels in the center, very high up above the dial, and the balance wheel spins right up there, and then the very center of this domed crystal, and it's selling for about $100,000 on the gray now. Anyways, we went out to lunch, and he showed me. He was nice enough to show me those 3 watches, which I've never had the opportunity to see personally and hold in hand. And boy, I have to say, Lange really fucking does it right. And this other watch that he had was just like off the wall amazing, just kind of one of those really anomaly watches. There are only 300 made. There's none for sale in the world anymore, and it's a really, really crazy watch. It had 2 kind of strut arms that came out from the edge of the inside of the bezel, and went up to a point, and the balance wheel spun on the top of that, and the crystal was very domed, and it was just very, very, very unique. I can't remember the name of the watch. I can't remember the name of the company, so it'll take me a while to dig up a picture of it. But very
You have
cool.
a very, very trusting friend. I just can't take my watches off for people anymore. After
he had them all in little leather slip in cases. This guy is like a mega baller. Like, I mean, I think grabbed 3 that he thought would be interesting to me, but I mean, I think he's probably got 300.
Oh, but did he have you trying them on?
I didn't try them on, but you were looking at them. I handled them. I mean,
right.
He handed them to me and let me hold them, and
ooh, I can't do that.
They feeling the quality of the leather straps that they had on, and just it's my first experience with really texturally feeling super crazy high end straps, because I'm a bracelet guy, and so it was really interesting. It was and a very special treat to have them share those
Neo,
watches.
here we
with me.
go. Neo, $2. Why did you wait until now to tell us? Thomas G.
Something
Thomas
reminded
G.
him of the story.
€2. It was maybe BNF Legacy Machine, Mike. Yeah, they do some funky stuff.
Yeah, it might be that.
I just can't let anybody. I just can't take my watch off or take it out of a case and let anybody handle it because I'm paranoid they might drop it. You know, after the Tan and Jin experience where Jin dropped Tan's watch.
I was taking him out to lunch, and so it was just handed across a table. So the
but I mean,
could have fallen is 4 inches, and I kept it above the table in front of me and just observed it, and yeah, it's really cool.
I think it's Rolexes. I don't think there's any problem with a Rolex dropping, a few inches.
Well,
or
it's
a
never
foot.
good to drop stuff, Doc.
Exactly. That's why I can't do it. I just can't.
He did confirm that Patek is delicate as shit, and you can't drop a Patek. He said the overseas or not the overseas the
Nautilus or the Equinaut.
No. The Octagon.
It's the Royal Oak AP.
The AP, the Royal Oak. That's it.
Yeah, they're even more delicate.
Royal Oak offshore. And he said, just one little twack and it was broken. And he had really great things to say about Lange, of which you showed me 2. And really great things to say about Vacheron. And he confirmed with me on my comments about when we were talking yesterday about my comments about GG Lecoutre, in that their movements are excellent and robust, and it's just mainly the finishing is really the main difference between the machine finished parts and hand finished parts. And Lange is where you get up into where more of the parts are hand finished and done by hand, and you just find the more elite stuff. Whereas with even he liked them Lange over Patek. He said that even Patek, Lange,
mind you, he does sell those brands, so obviously what they say isn't worth a grain of shit, but fair enough. They are beautiful watches. You can't deny that.
Yeah. This is just his comments.
Neo, $10 watchfinder video today with Panerai on the last 5 minutes. The CEO implied next year Panerai is releasing a watch with a Rolex movement like the old days.
That would be cool.
And Pavel, $5. Did Mike attempt to join a Leicester hate stream? Yes or no? We need answers.
No, not at all.
I don't think he knew what it was.
I didn't. I don't.
Yeah, Sirocco had to explain it at least a little.
I know that one of his henchmen, did some damage to me, and just all in the name of fucking with me. But other than that,
just interrupting. I've got to disappear
directly.
Hey, Sirocco, it's been a pleasure to have you on. Thank you so much, man. We love you. You take care.
Thanks, good talking to you.
Safe travels, Sirocco.
We'll see you.
Thanks,
yeah, if you need any help, let me
week.
know, okay? If you need any help, let me know, okay?
Sirocco, it's always a pleasure.
Absolutely, I will. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Take it easy. So Tuesday, he'll be back on his way.
Interesting. He's a good guy. Sirocco's a great guy. We love him.
Oh yeah, no. We had a fun time talking. Like I said, we talked for about an hour
cool.
in the dungeon before some other folks showed up. Fun
times.
times.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy. So I got to tell you this. You've been putting some big money into watches of late, there, Doc.
Yeah, I kind of did. I
How do you
got a
feel
little.
about that?
Well, I'm glad I didn't put it into Bitcoin.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
lost my ass. I'm hoping it bounces back.
And I really enjoy just looking at them. And I've realized I need to photograph them. That's my newest thing, is to photograph them whenever I get to the bank vault, take them out, photograph them, put them back in. But at least I have the photographs when I don't have the actual watch. And I wear them like you had suggested. So now I'm wearing at least one of them at happy hour.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to enjoy your stuff. I mean, what do you think, Doc? People fucking die. You know, this is the way it is, isn't it? Nothing is forever, is it? Hey?
Well, there's no guarantees. And, you know, it has to be a balance. I mean, I'm wearing the watch, but I'm not wearing it in risky, cities and risky states here in the United States. Luckily, I'm in a state that is very low for armed robbery. I'm not in Los Angeles, as an example, so I can feel comfortable.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Very, very good point there.
Did you see Los Angeles was in the news recently, where they had another stick up? I posted it because the guy that was stuck up, had the stick up. I thought, hey, is that O'Sheen? I don't think it was. But
no.
It was it for watches, or was it just like a?
No, it was the guy had $20,000 watch taken.
Oh wow!
Okay. He was driving a Lamborghini. He had
right.
He had a British sounding accent, and they arrested him.
Yeah, for a racial slur.
For a racial slur. Like, we can't do anything about your robbery, but we're going to arrest you.
Really?
Absolutely. True story.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
You can't say racial things, Doc.
But it wasn't even that bad. He said black. Well, I'm not going to say what he said.
Yeah.
I almost said it. You almost got me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sad, man. This is America, where you're supposed to have freedom of speech, and you're supposed to be able to say, you're supposed to even be able to blurt out.
But it's YouTube. So he said something that rhymes with whack bastards. That's all he said. That's all he said. He didn't drop an N-bomb or do any. No, he described the person who did the stick up, and he called them a bastard, and it was a gang, and they were driving a Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce, obviously a stolen Rolls Royce.
Well, maybe not, because crime pays now in California. You can steal up to $950 a pop, and they're not even going to stop you. It's not a crime. It's just a misdemeanor. You get a little ticket. I'm not lying. Look it up, guys. Proposition 47.
Really?
I forgot, Mike. Yeah, you might want to look it up. Proposition 47. Absolutely.
Oh, there's a few things I've been eyeing of stealing. That
Well, if it's up to $950, you're not prosecuted for that. But if you go over, it has to be. They passed the law.
Yeah, it used to be a much lower amount. I think it used to be
used to be like 100 or 200 or something like that.
Or 500, and then it was considered grand theft, and then it went from a misdemeanor to a felony.
Right. But now you have to go over 950 to make it a felony, and the cops, because I have family in law enforcement, realistically, you need to go substantially over the 950 in order for it to really be considered felony.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
So now that's the reason they're shutting down all the Walgreens and similar type places, because of all the shoplifting that's happening.
People can just say, like, yeah, go ahead, bust me, and just walk out.
Security,
the cash register people, and the security can't do anything about it. Why would they risk their life?
Security is actually instructed by larger companies like Walgreens not to interfere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would they interfere and risk their lives on something that isn't even going to be persecuted if they chase them down and catch them?
Well, it's
so-
also they don't
so
want
that-
them interfering in case they are the wrong color, and then they can be accused of racisms, and if they're the wrong sex, they can be accused of sexisms, and so they just say, you know what, we're just let them do what they got to do.
Yeah, let the gummy bears, won't get put back up on the counter, and the world will be one less bag of gummy bears. But nobody
I can tell
gives a
you,
shit.
when I had my Speedmaster stolen, man, it took me a long time to get over it, and James says I'm not over it yet because he understands with his Hulk, and he says I'm not over it yet, and he might be right. And I can only imagine if it was a $20,000 Rolex that was stolen.
Here we go. Maldives, £4.50. Can Mike say upvote, like, and subscribe, Fikers?
Upvote, like, and subscribe, Fikers.
And we
Come
got
on.
Dan T, $2. Doc,
Send
what
in some
did
super
you
chats while you're at it.
get?
Exactly.
What did you get?
Come on, man. I mean, we're here. We're entertaining you. Your dumbasses sitting there with fucking no time to do, but better to do than sit and watch us. Send some money in.
The snake is shaking out the wallet. The snake shake.
Now we're having a look at Divine Insurgents, $5.
What did that last mean anyway?
Divine Insurgents, $5. Since you often prioritize brand, if you had to choose between these, which would it be? Baume & Mercier, Tag Heuer, Longines, or Oris? Models 3K or lower. I got to tell you, I would say the two brands that I don't mind here would be Tag Heuer and Oris. That's the two brands. Because Tag Heuer, you can even get into the Monacos, the Carreras, the
They
Silverstone.
have a couple models that are exceptional.
And I'd get a Tag Heuer. You get yourself a Monaco 11 there. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
You're cruising.
But I got to tell you, I'm not a big fan of Baume & Mercier. That's kind of a very soft. And Longines I hate. I hate with a vengeance. Neo, $10. By the way, Mike, when you were having lunch today, I was in bed with Raquel Walsh per Fantastic Voyage era, but I kicked her out for eating crackers.
Wow. You're a picky motherfucker, man. Damn.
Is Raquel Welch still pretty nice there?
She's
Neil?
old now.
I bet her legs are still just as hot as they were 40 years ago, though. Remember? I mean, wasn't she one of the Rockettes? Was she one of the?
I don't know if she did that or not. I don't know.
She was known for her legs, wasn't she?
She's 81 years old. She can't be that appealing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay, 81.
Gosh, that's kind of harsh. But it's probably accurate, but it's still kind of harsh,
isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, age is harsh. Aging is harsh. Life is harsh.
She was absolutely stunning. Raquel Walsh, very, very stunning. Absolutely.
My understanding is she's now going to consider posing in Playboy. She never did Playboy before, but now she's going to do it.
At 81?
She's still actually, look at this. She was absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Just a beautiful.
She's just amazing. Yeah.
It's
what was that movie? BC, the caveman one, BC that she was in. Anyway, that's the one where that's the first one I remember. Like when I was a kid, they were playing reruns of that old movie, and I was like, "Whoa, my God!"
She's not bad. Look, that's Raquel Walsh there. That's not bad. Or here, she's okay.
You know what actresses really rocked my world were like who played
Timmy's
Bewitched.
back. Timmy,
Bewitched.
did the link
Elizabeth
work?
Montgomery.
The link did not work,
Elizabeth
Archie,
Montgomery. When
unfortunately.
she
Fuck,
was
why
18,
doesn't it work?
she
I don't
was.
fucking know. I think it's bugged. It's a new feature. I think it bugged out. Cause I created a stream. You can try sending me the link. You'll see it doesn't work either.
Oh well.
I think it's bugging. They did something and it's just
I agree with you though. Elizabeth Montgomery was pretty hot.
You know, Elizabeth
yeah.
Montgomery had a Bentley.
she did.
Yeah.
Tim, you
Wow.
don't know who Elizabeth Montgomery is. Come on, man.
Hands off the keyboard, Timmy. Hands off the keyboard.
He was Googling her though.
I was
No,
Googling.
but
it.
there
She's
were a
very
number-
Googleable. I thought she was pretty hot.
I liked
Yeah,
her.
no,
Her father was a famous actor. You know, her father.
Yeah.
Mike, is it
Yeah.
true that you were trying to join Lex Report?
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that you stay away from that guy. He's a doxer.
Absolutely. I have nothing to do with him whatsoever.
Okay, good. making sure.
Absolutely nothing. In fact,
Because he was again today. He continued doxing me, and then he went onto my videos and left comments doxing me as well.
Why don't you pull up Elizabeth Montgomery there, Arch?
She unfortunately died in the 80s. She had breast cancer. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, that's
Oh
too
yes, yes she did.
bad. So
she
Tim,
did.
no, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
Pine Barren, $5.
Doesn't have
Arch,
to
pull
be-
up Francis Hardy from the movie Grand Prix. Francois.
Who's Francois?
What about I Love Jeannie? Remember what's her name?
Barbara
Oh,
Eden.
Barbara Eden.
Yes, I
There's
know.
another
This one,
super
she's
hottie.
very
Or
very
Mary Ann
skinny.
from Gilligan's
Wow.
Island.
Wow, she's sexy.
Oh, look at that! She's just too much.
Hey, that's what the bunny
me-
girl did to me at the XS Club in Vegas.
I like James Garner as well. He was so cool.
Oh,
very
dude,
cool.
Rockford
He was a
Files.
nice guy.
Rockford Files. My mom and I used to watch Rockford Files every day.
Yeah, that was a great series. That I loved
That,
the rock.
that was.
Tim. Neo, $10. Tim Greenroom confessed you guys took down the escapement. No, nobody here. You
Really?
didn't take the escapement. Tim's never taken the
I
channel
did
down.
not-
Let's be clarified with this
Listen,
bullshit because
Listen,
I tell you this: live by the sword, die by the sword. I leave channels alone.
Arch.
I might criticize them, but
Arch.
there is no way in the world I'd be involved in taking anyone's channel down.
Arch.
I
That
wouldn't know how
channel,
to do it.
I went on that. I went to check it out. I was messaged. I was told, listen, look at these snakes here. I was sent the link to go check it out. I think I could stand maybe 2 to 5 minutes of it. It was so boring. I had to. You know why it was escapement channel? You know why it's escapement? Because anyone who visits that channel wants to escape it immediately. They don't want to wait. They want to escape it. So I think now there is a rumor. It says that the channel was taken down for sexual something, blah blah blah. But that's just an excuse. You understand? Whoever the owner of that channel is so embarrassed that that channel was just too boring. They're so embarrassed of admitting that it collapsed in on itself that they found a convenient excuse. Oh, it was taken down by YouTube. Come on, guys.
Who
Fess
is it?
up. Fess up. It was so.
But who was running
Boring.
it?
I don't know. Nobody will admit it. That's why they're so. Whoever
Or-
said
I
it
mean,
out,
who
they're
who
so
who,
embarrassed. They will
who
never
was coming
admit it.
on? Who were coming on? Who were
Oh
the
well,
merchants of?
I don't even remember the characters who were on it were so forgettable that it's just.
So nobody that we would know. Nobody.
The only person I know who was there that I remember is the Sirocco Sales.
No, but he just went on there one time.
Yeah, and I think that was enough to destroy the channel. Link for Diego.
This sounds very mythical to me.
I mean, see, Doc, have you ever seen that channel? Have you ever visited those lands?
No, of course not. That's
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it sounds very. I don't know, almost hard to believe, mythical kind of thing. Like
NATO, why do you even care, Tim? Some people want the stream without you in it for once in a while. I don't. That's why I went there one time. I saw that this channel has zero. No matter what I do, no matter what I could have done to help save it, nothing would have worked. It was just too boring. Look.
And
Hey,
we got Sirocco Neo
Diego.
AC3. I'll explain an email. I'll send you an email explaining what they did. Thank you, Neo.
Send
I'm
me a
happy
copy.
to
Send me a
read
copy, Neo.
anything there.
Neo, I
Just-
love
just-
Neo.
We got Sirocco
Just-
and we got Sirocco.
Sirocco.
Just been watching in the background, Timmy.
Sirocco, I missed you in New
Timmy,
York.
You didn't miss me, and I didn't miss you, thankfully.
I missed you.
You
How come you
never
didn't
saw,
come to say hello?
Excuse me. You never saw me on the Escapement channel, not once, because I was never live on the Escapement channel. I made one comment one time on the first show.
So I was wrong. I
that's
apologize.
just, you were wrong.
Even
So
you would not have gone on that channel. It was too boring even for Sirocco.
I'm too busy. So I just wanted to
Busy.
clarify that. I'll see you
okay.
later, Arch.
I apologize.
Okay, man.
Sirocco,
We
I'm
love
sorry.
you.
See, even Sirocco. See, that's how bad this Escapement channel was. Even Sirocco jumped on the stream just to say it was too boring for him. Wow. He doesn't want to be associated in any way, shape, or form with the Escapement. It's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. By the Sirocco, I love you. I love Sirocco. Arch, you know Sirocco was in New York. He didn't stop by to say hello. It's really sad. I would actually buy drink for him. I love Sirocco. So sad.
He is cool. He is cool.
He's such a cool guy. I would have taken him to a Vietnamese place. I wanted to get wontons for him and me. It would be so cool.
I thought that was Chinese. Oh, what do I know? I don't go those places.
Crispy chicken's Vietnamese.
The crispy chicken. I would love to have some crispy chicken with Sirocco. Really
That sounds so good right now, man.
Yeah, I would have even paid for it. Now because I love Sirocco. I love Sirocco. He's an icon of ArchieLuxury community. You know.
This morning my stomach was upset, so when I went out to lunch with my friend today, I didn't eat. I just had
Spring rolls. Spring rolls.
And now I'm hungry. And you're starting to talk about Chinese
Get you some of
food,
that
and it's
soul. Get you a
I
meatball
had soul last
sandwich.
night, and I woke up this morning with a really like gut pains and just a really funky feeling stomach. So I don't think I want to hold off on a day on the second half of that soul.
Don't blame the soul.
Dirk Dickler, $5 super chat, Arch.
Dirk Dickler, $5. Tim, I want to say I'm sorry to you. You're a trooper with thick skin, and Fike for P and the sheriff. And Fike for P and the sheriff. What they did to you was wrong. Who's for Paul Thorpe?
Yes. Thank you, Dirk Dickler.
Who's the sheriff?
I really appreciate it. Sharf.
Roman
Sharf.
Ah, yes. Yes. Yeah, good point.
Is that Elvis?
Elvis looks. I like Elvis. Did you like Elvis?
Yeah.
Everybody likes Elvis.
I've been to his grave. What's the place where he's buried called?
He's in Memphis, isn't he?
Yeah, but it has a name. Someone in the chat will say it. I can't remember.
It's not like his mansion, which was something land, right?
It is. Yeah,
Graceland.
it is his mansion. Graceland. Yes, there's a big wall and everybody writes their name on it. It's kind of eerie. Graceland.
Is that what Paul Simon was talking about? I'm going to Graceland? Or was he talking about a
yes,
different
he was.
Graceland?
He was talking about Graceland. Exactly what he was doing. It's exactly what he was doing.
Hey, Mike, how are you? And Doc.
Hi,
and Archie.
Diego.
Diego, how's the paddock going? Tell me this.
I haven't had to change the time or set the date. So
Nice.
I've been.
I didn't
wearing
have a
it.
chance to see this.
Here, let me take it off.
Can you show it? Show it.
Man, it's
Dan
a
T
look-
said,
that's a
Doc, what
looker.
did you get? Did you buy something new, Dan T? Sorry, did you buy something new, Doc, I should say, Doc?
Maybe he's just talking about the last one I got, which was a 6238. And that took enough out of
Put your hand
my
behind it. Put your hand behind
bank
it.
account, I tell you.
Put your hand behind it.
What material is that? Yellow gold?
No, it's
It's,
steel.
Steel.
Steel. Okay.
on.
Steel is
I
far
think
more
my-
valuable in paddock than
I think
gold.
my
Let me say
Yeah,
autofocus
that.
is on.
just the
Hold on.
colors.
Let
The
me
Gold
turn it
colors
off.
is
gonna.
incredibly nice, but steel in paddock is so much more valuable. That's the most valuable is the steel. Steel is the
Wow.
precious metal in paddock.
Oh,
I think
God.
Pateks are
Another-
nearly invisible. They don't focus. Cameras
They
don't
wanna
focus on them.
Another
Hold on, let's try
anomaly.
one
The
more
reflection
time.
is the reflection in the glass.
They
Bring
don't
it
have
closer.
AR.
There you go. Wow. Look at that.
And I didn't realize the buckle. This is a new buckle. It has those little
Oh, I see.
Geneva
Little.
seal or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, the little horn.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
cool.
So I
Have
guess
you
this
been
is-
wearing that much? That
Diego,
watch?
that is just as cool as it gets.
Yeah, I wear it every day to work. I typically bring a few watches to work, and if I'm in a meeting where I'm going to be using like a laptop a lot or something, I'll take it off. I don't want to bang it around, but no, I fucking.
Have you got somewhere safe to put it?
I have to get one of
Yeah.
those.
Dirk Diggler,
yeah.
Here we go.
$5.
Dirk Diggler, $5. The paddock has not turned your wrist green yet. Also, wake up, Mike.
Yeah, okay.
I thought that was a replay. If that's a real mic?
Look what I can do.
Mike, you got to get
Um,
your hair gelled up. What's going on, man?
That's
Yeah.
why I said, everybody go wee.
I need to get one of those watch rolls so I can keep my watches out of their boxes and have them more available to switch out instead of having to go dive into where I have them stashed and pull them out of the box and go through all the motions.
Yes.
And because I do like to swap out watches, but when they're just boxed away, I'm more tempted to just continue wearing one watch for a longer period of time. And,
Yeah, this watch made me. I never had my watches insured, but this watch kind of made me like go over that hump and get insurance for everything.
Good. You'd want to do it rather than
I've
waiting
had
for it
safety
to get
deposit.
stolen.
Hump, was that the camel toe?
Yeah, I had a safety deposit box after the doxing happened, but the insurance definitely it gives me a peace of mind. So,
Exactly. Then you can move forward.
Yeah.
Move forward in life. And it's actually not crazy. I mean, it's expensive a little, but it's not crazy.
1.3% of your value, and you can. So it's nice. But no, I like it, Arch. It makes me want to get another one, like something old, like a 3940, but those are really high.
Oh, they're expensive. Jeez, you got
Yeah.
big.
They're beautiful.
dreams.
Yeah, so
Can you afford that? You just outlaid so much money for this.
it wouldn't be smart. No.
But on the other hand, where else are you going to put your money right now?
Hold, I guess. Not in Bitcoin, that's for sure. Have you guys talked
No.
about that? I'm sure you
I
have.
just lost everything in Bitcoin. So
Who
my
lost?
financials are in a complete standstill right
Oh
now.
no, you're joking. You only lose when you sell. Don't remember that. Don't.
No, I'm in it for the long run, and so I'm hoping it bounces back. But I mean, as far as
Super
things
chat?
right now, I've lost
Diggler.
quarters.
$5. Mike,
my
your
investment.
Casios don't need a watch roll.
Yeah, I don't own any Casios. I don't own any quartz watches. Sorry.
You should get a G-Shock, Mike. I actually really love mine.
Yeah, I don't like G-Shocks.
Why wear a
I-
G-Shock when you have a Patek?
I didn't either until I got one.
Yeah, well,
I'll be
Maybe
right
that
back.
day
I'm
will
just going to
come.
go to the toilet break. I'll be right back.
I thought he had gotten rid of the toilet
I'm
break.
actually, honestly, man, I'm like, I get to these points, I get to lows sometimes where I actually start thinking like, what if I took the equity and just took a left turn and got a Corvette like you're looking at, or bought a Restomod 57 Chevy, or something, that would also increase in value over time, and just say fuck watches.
Well, you know, it's
Ooh.
interesting. I don't know about the Corvette one, but if you got a 57 Chevy, it's unclear whether that's actually going to do as well as the watches, because the people who demand those are dying off.
I don't know, man. I mean, the new thing is to resto mod them. So even if they've been restored, people are taking restored ones and resto modding them, dropping an LS3, LS7 engine in them with modern suspension, and they're up at around 100 grand. And
You know what happened with my Corvette, Mike? The deal fell through, and I remember I came on and I said I've got nothing to look forward to, and I was
Yeah.
just bummed out.
yeah,
And I said yesterday, everything happens for a reason. So had I bought that Corvette, and then I got the call
Patek.
a week later for the Patek, I mean, I've only got so much money to
Yeah.
splurge on a year, right?
sure.
So I truly believe everything happens for a reason.
Oh,
I'll say
absolutely.
the Patek purchase is probably a safer one than the Corvette.
No, I mean,
Yeah, but
May not
That
be the
Corvette
most
was a-
enjoyable
that
necessarily, but
Corvette
it's a
was a
safer
damn
one.
deal.
now that it's been confirmed that every story I've told is a lie, and everything's made up, I can say that it is serendipity that the fires happened and forced me to sell my airplane and other things, because the person who bought it hundreds of hours later was crashed and killed in it, and it could have been me. um,
Yeah.
and so when you look back at things and how things go down, they might not seem uh one
No, I
seem
get
one
what you're
one
saying.
way at the moment, but when you look back at things and you take a broader look at it, maybe things happen for a reason, and
Yeah.
things went down a different way because of certain events happening. And you wouldn't be sitting here with that Patek if you'd gotten that Corvette.
I mean, I probably would, but it would just
Yeah,
be
it would have hurt. It would have
it wouldn't
dug
have been
deep.
planned by any means. So
Yeah.
I tell you what, I was considering buying Bitcoin when it was 40,
ooh shit.
and luckily there was a watch that got my attention instead.
So I blew it and bought high, and it just went down, 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 and now it's down to nothing. And
I've been saving this to celebrate, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna jump on the stream on my phone, so I'll be back in just a second.
He's going to celebrate with the watch, right? Oh, he's getting maybe a drink to go with it.
Oh, no, he was drinking wine before this.
yeah, I'm not watching the comments anymore, but I do click over occasionally, and
well, quit doing it.
every once in a while. Yeah, all right, there you go. It's off. I look for 2 seconds and I just click back off. I'm not looking at the comments anymore. I'm done with the comments. And if it's still is
Mikey,
like,
Mikey, the guy that Mike Arsenic, right? That guy was just bluffing. You know that
I know.
he
Yeah,
confessed.
I know.
He's just bluffing.
I know.
So
I know that. I know that.
don't worry about
But
it. The community is just funny.
yeah, well, that wasn't funny, but and it definitely put me through a little bit of personal strife, and because yeah. In any case, whatever.
Mikey, we love you. That you know that, right? We love you. Nobody here, even the jokers, they don't mean any harm.
Well, the only person that really matters on this stream is the pontiff.
By the way, Arch, you're not gonna
Yes.
believe it. Arch,
Yes.
you're not gonna believe it. You know who showed up
Yes.
on my stream earlier today?
O'Sheen.
No, forget about Asheen. Asheen was there last week. That's not common. You know who showed up on my stream?
No, who
the
showed up?
VIP, the man,
Who's
the myth.
that?
This Jerez, this.
Oh yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, this is back.
Yeah.
This is back, guys.
How is he? He's got a beard. I saw his beard.
Huge beard. He also
I
learned.
thought we only
he's
talk
one of
about
those-
ratings. You know, I mean, let's be honest there. I mean, O'Sheen's the big draw card. What's the? Let me just ask you this, guys. Diego's here. Diego, you were saying, Timmy, that the watch market's crashed. I want to hear about this. How has it crashed?
Have you seen
What's
the
the truth?
prices? All right, let me show you something. Oh, Diego's having a cigar. Nice.
Ooh, good on you, Diego.
Have you seen
Full
the
point.
prices? This is Crown and Caliber.
He's celebrating.
Look what they're doing. Flash sale. What does that tell you?
No, but what's the prices like? They're fucking expensive, Crown and Caliber.
Yes,
no
but
bargains
they're local
there.
to
look
me.
at this, Look at this, Arch. Look at these prices. There's look at
Wait,
this.
show me. I can't see anything.
$1,000 off. $2,000. These Rolexes are basically free. Look at the Black Bay, 3,500. Look at the Air
Find me a
Kings,
root. Find me a root beer.
14
See what
down to
root
11.
beers are selling for.
No, there's nothing that cheap here.
Look, but this is with the margin. Look, this is 7,000 off from the Daytona. Look at
Yeah,
this.
but that was
look at this
fucking
300M 2,700. That's nothing. It's free.
Wow.
Look at the Cermet from 27 down to 22, $5,000 off. Look at
Yeah.
this. The price. This is like if there's 3 steps to a complete and total market
22,000 for a
meltdown.
summit
we're
is
in
still
phase
11,000
2, guys.
over list.
This is the domino that will break the camel's back. That's
Brown G-Force $2. Tim, any more hiking in the snow videos? Very funny.
Hey, Brown G, I'm glad you enjoyed that video. Actually, I'm going to be going on a hike probably in the next 2.
What
as
about
soon as-
Nico selling his collection off? What's the story there? Is he selling it
He's
or is
broke.
he not?
He's completely broke. He has to sell his collection
you know
in
he's
order
broke?
to pay the bill.
How-
That's
how do you-
Arch. Think about it. If you had no money, what would you do? What would be the last thing that you would do?
Drama.
Sell your collection. Think about it, Arch. He's gone. He's completely broke as pocus.
No,
Arch.
he's just getting rid of a few things. He's
Arch,
the prices aren't
is
that
not-
cheap.
Arch. These dealers,
Still
they work on a
here.
razor. Dude, he was also talking about the crypto. He got into this crypto crap. It cut his
Yes.
profits in half because of crypto. He was making half of what he used to because of crypto. And now he probably, and what happened, he probably,
Yeah.
this is how this crypto crap works. Basically, they say, if you want to take it as cash, then you, instead of making 2,000 pounds, you only make 1,000 pounds. But if you want to take full money, then you have to keep it as crypto. So that's what he was doing. And then guess what? Crypto collapsed. So he probably has no money. That's why he's selling his collection. He's broke. He's completely broke.
He was also talking
Oh,
about the fees associated with the crypto transaction.
Yes, I heard that.
and his last resort, he's spruiking merch, Arch. God
Spooky
tier.
what?
Which is, I think,
You mean
like,
mugs?
so-
Mugs?
Speaking of merch, guys, do you know we have a merch of our own, a merch store? I have a merch store, guys. Go check out this is ArchieLuxury.
It's when you get really desperate, you start selling
Yeah.
merch, don't you?
Yeah, guys, go
Speak-
check out our merch store. I dropped the link for the merch store. Also, while you're at it, we're doing a fundraiser to go to America. By the way, Doc, have you donated yet to the Archie in America fund?
I've donated by PayPal periodically.
No, but
Doc's very good to me.
okay.
Look,
I'll be right back.
okay.
Oh, also, I'm going to try to bring my sister when you get to Vegas.
Hey, that's fantastic, man.
Yeah, it's
I'd love to see her. She's a
Yeah,
really
I
cool
think she-
girl. Really, really cool girl. Very cool.
She'd enjoy that.
I got to tell you, Doc, it's a tricky thing. What do you think the market is? It collapsing? What's your view there?
My view is that the current administration here in the States is not helping the matter by printing up so much money. They've proposed to give $40 billion just recently to Ukraine, $40 billion in additional to the billions that have already been given. I just don't think it's helping.
It's helping
Yeah.
us or the Ukrainians.
Well, even with the Ukrainians, the claim is they don't know where all the money's going. I mean, and that's what they're willing to say, to
There's
say
a
openly.
you can look at the defense. I can't remember
By
what
the way,
the
Arch.
document's called, but you can look at it exactly what they're getting.
By the way, Arch.
No. They know what they're giving,
Yes.
but there was
Yes.
some mention
Do
about
you know
they
why?
they
This is
couldn't
another
identify
reason.
where it
This
all
is another
had gone.
confirmation why
They'd lost
he
some of
didn't
it.
pay for the ads. He has no money. He's selling collection because he needs to pay you.
But he
for
says
the
he's.
advertising.
That's why
I'm
he's selling.
confused. I'm confused because he also says he's not selling. It's a joke. Is he selling or he's not selling? What's
He's
he
selling.
doing?
He's broke. Arch, come on, let's be real. Big Meech, $2. Look out, Arch, make room. The room.
Make room! Look out, Arch! Make room! The sheep. And we got a huge super chat now.
Huge.
Neo, $20. Tim, the cartel keeps giving it to you up the ass. You hoping they are in financial trouble won't make the pain any easier to take. You are delusional, by the way. Even if the cartel goes bankrupt, you are still left with yourself.
I
So
love
tell me
you,
this.
Neo.
I'm going to disagree. It does make it a little easier to take.
Has Nico
It
got rid
does.
of his Ferrari? Does he still have the Ferrari?
I
or
haven't
not?
seen Ferrari. I've seen Mercedes.
Why is he buying a Mercedes if he's not doing well? I don't understand.
Exactly. Because he sold a Ferrari and he's buying a Mercedes to keep the illusion that because people come by the business to buy
cigar
watches.
to celebrate.
If they see a Toyota or a Hyundai parked outside, what does that tell?
It doesn't say anything. I don't think it means anything. Do you really judge people on the car they drive?
Well, some superficial Richard Mille wearers they do that. They do judge people by what car their wristwatch dealer is driving.
Can you mute
Without
me
a
really
car,
quick, please?
he has no business.
Okay.
It's very difficult out there, Art.
He was asking to be muted, but I guess
Yeah.
we get to listen to him taking his little break.
Okay.
Bathroom break sponsored by.
Tell me this. What's the reality? Is who's collapsing? Who's collapsing? Crown and Caliber has got a sale. Big deal.
Massive sale. 20%.
Massive?
Mm-hmm. That's the entire Rolex margin. They just want their money back. They don't even want to sell watches anymore. They're selling everything at the price they bought it from. They don't want to do watches anymore.
Who's that? Crown and Caliber?
Yeah.
Why do you say that? What makes you say that? Hey, back the truck up a bit. Who gave you this site?
Margin on a Rolex is about $1,000 to $2,000. They're discounting their entire stock at 25%. What does that tell you?
Sale.
It tells me everything I need to know. That's the first domino to fall. And did you see what Watchbox is doing? They're not even selling one watch now. They want to get rid of watches in packs of 10. They have a new program. Buy 10 watches and get a free box to go with it, to keep it in.
What's so great about that?
Well, they want to get rid of the entire stock. They don't want to sell watches anymore. They want it out.
Watchbox, they're a watch dealer. What do you mean by that? That's what their business is.
Didn't you see it? Look, Arch. Look, this is not even look.
I'm not quite sure.
Arch, look at this.
What you're
Impossible
saying here.
Rolex collection. They're selling watches by the boxes. Not one piece, 10 Rolex watches. They have so many watches. They want to sell them 10 at a time. They don't want to hold watches anymore.
Who's the Watchbox by? Is that like a Booferus or something?
Something like that.
Cool looking box.
That looks like a Booferus box, doesn't it?
I thought this was what the Mike the Snake designed. Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. Frank B, $5. Any party in the WH would be donating to Ukraine. Any party in the White House would be donating to Ukraine. It's called the Military Industrial Complex. Who's
Absolutely.
Gouthier Baracello? Who the hell is Gouthier Baracello?
Never heard of him.
Who?
Who is that dude? This Gouthier Baracello. I don't know.
Eisenhower warned us about the military-industrial complex, but no one wants to listen.
Did
No one wants to
Dirk
listen.
Dingler, From Mercedes to Ford in 3 months. Mike, wake up. The Rolex and Patek markets are dropping. All the bros, dudes, Travis clients will be selling off.
Look what I can do.
If you just
So,
wait long enough, you can get a root beer for $6,000.
With the way market is going right now,
hmm.
by the end of July, most Rolex models will be selling at retail, except the Daytona.
I have a
sure hope
question.
so, man.
I have
I
an
can't
Archie
wait.
question.
As a collector, I can't wait.
Since someone was asking about my watch, why does a pre-Daytona 6238, a pre-Daytona, they didn't make a lot of those, why would that be cheaper than a 4-digit Daytona?
Because it's supply
There's
and
no Daytona
demand.
branding.
It's
No,
supply and
but they
demand.
made less pre-Daytona
I know, but
6238s.
So it
supply
doesn't
and
say
demand.
Daytona. People want the Daytona.
Yeah.
That's
What did
crazy.
It's not about the Rolex chronograph. They want the Daytona.
what did Paul
They want-
Newman's
they
watch
want
say
the
on it? Did it
ceramic
say
Daytona.
Daytona?
That's
Did Paul
true.
Newman
Paul
say
Newman's was
Daytona on
a
it?
6239 Daytona.
So it said Daytona on the dial, right?
Absolutely.
There you go.
All about
He
the
had an
branding.
exotic
People are very
dial Daytona.
superficial.
So that's true. That's true.
Super chat.
If
Super
Paul
chat.
Newman had wore a 6238, it'd be a different world.
Chat. The watch guy. We're getting inside info from Trust Fund Tim, who knows absolutely nothing about watches and even less about the industry and buying or selling.
Ooh,
Hey,
So did
I got the eyes
So-
open, you know.
someone's saying they don't believe you. It sounds like.
Mm.
Listen, man.
So I don't understand what you're getting at. What you're saying is what? It's the market's crashing, or
I
what are
said
you
this
saying?
Actually, what I'm saying is that
It's a little
Thi-
blip. It's a blip in the
Well,
radar.
hold on a sec. It's a pattern.
I like this.
Okay, well, let me explain. Markets, they don't just crash. There are signs. There's sign 1, sign 2, and then there's third sign, and that's the last sign, and then the market crashes. What's happening right now is that we had the first sign, and people chose to close their eyes. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to believe this. I don't want to believe this. This is not true. It's not happening." Now we have sign 2, and I'm not saying it's crashing, but this is the second sign that the watch market is crashing. We're gonna have one more last warning, and then
For
it's gonna
sale
collapse.
sign?
And everyone who was saying, I want to have the blinkers on, I want to have the blinders on," they're gonna lose their shit.
when Mike the Snake gets his root beer at retail, that's the final warning. That it
Exactly.
has
Yeah, that'll be
officially
the
crashed.
final. That'll be the final straw.
Then you
That's
know
gonna be
the
the last
apocalypse is
nail
coming.
in the camel.
Happy day for
Yeah.
one
The last nail in the
So
coffin.
they've got the
world
Rolex
ending.
Impossible collection. What's this Impossible collection? What has it got? Let's have a look here.
It means
A
buy 10
Daytona,
Rolexes.
a Hulk, a Batman, a Milgauss, a Pepsi, a Deep Sea, another Daytona, Panda, a Cermet, a Tiffany, and a Sky Dweller Blue Dial. How much is this?
It's upon request. You have to call them.
Okay.
Are these all like new old stock or?
I think well, they're just good condition. They're just standard watches.
They want to dump stock. They don't want to. This is like genius. Instead of buying, instead of
it's
selling one watch to a sucker as investment, sell him 10 in a pretty box.
Wasn't Watchbox sitting on like 350 plus white dial Daytonas?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're in
That's
trouble.
why in this Impossible collection you get 2 Daytonas,
Wow.
white
but
I
ones
remember,
and the black.
TPG.
calm down.
TPG buying up a bunch of Daytonas when they were threatening to discontinue them.
The John Mayer, yeah.
I'm not saying the market has collapsed. I'm saying this is a second warning sign that it will in the next month.
Eh,
When you see,
Sorry.
when you see one of the most wealthiest, biggest YouTubers wristwatch YouTuber. There's literally the biggest wristwatch YouTuber on the planet who has to sell their entire collection and can't afford to pay
Yeah, because he's highly leveraged.
$2,500
He
in
spent his money.
advertising.
He spent his profits on a Ferrari, for fuck's sake. Let's be
cannot
realistic.
afford $2,500 advertisement fees that would have actually made him more money.
Yeah.
He can't afford to pay the bill.
Neo, $10. Tim, if you truly believe the market is crashing, as everyone who has all their money in watches, you should sell tonight. I'm not
I didn't
joking.
buy my watches as investment. I bought my watches because I love the hobby.
Yeah.
Let me just show you something.
Tim hasn't survived for the past 2 years by selling his watches. It's his YouTube career that keeps him fit.
Let me just show you something. Look at this.
He'll
Look
be
at this,
okay
guys.
with
I
that
want to
selling.
show you this. Okay, so this is from Watchbox website. Have a look at this. Right? Look at this, guys. If
Here we
things
go.
are so tough, they've got a fucking Patek 5110, $56,000, $57,000, 56.8 Australian. Fuck me dead. I'd take 40 grand. I thought 40 was amazing. Okay?
The delusional fantasists, Arch.
Yeah, so they're not.
I
they're not
don't think these older
discounting.
watches, Arch, are being as affected as strongly. Right?
Australia is
Pre-ceramics, classic Pateks.
You don't think there's any market manipulation going on either?
To
Look,
whose
it's
benefit?
supply and demand. I mean, you buy what you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
I don't see this as being terrible. What do you think? What do you think?
this
Do you
is
reckon
great
the
for
market,
buyers.
Doc, is the market crashing? What's your opinion?
It does seem to be stagnating at the very
It is
least.
coming down a bit. It's a little bit of an anomaly, but you know,
I think
we
it's
got to land
an
the
expected
plane.
reaction.
Land the plane. Okay, we got
An
to
expected
land
reaction
the plane.
from the rates going up, right? Something had to happen with the rates going from
We
like
got to
where I
land
live,
the plane.
2%
Okay? We got to
to
land this
7%.
plane. Okay.
I mean, it would also make sense. It was out of control before, so it would make sense that there needed to be a new equilibrium established.
This is literally what people were saying during the financial crisis of 2008, as the housing market was crumbling, collapsing
I don't
around
think
them.
people recognize what was happening in 2008, though. You know,
Exactly. And people are
like the
not
normal
recognizing what's
person
happening
didn't
right
really
now.
understand what was happening. Right now,
Well,
we do. Rates went up, and you know, there's short
Nor-
supply of commodities.
normies were told at the time that Obama was going to save us from that. So a lot of people thought it was going to
Nobody believed
collapse
that. Come on.
after the election, but a lot of other people thought it was going to get better after the election.
No, nobody would have believed that.
Depends upon what party you were in.
You guys can choose to believe this delusional fantasy, or you can step back, grab a bottle of Chardonnay, a nice cigar, and enjoy the collapse of the gray market.
Fine pipe, nice cigar, packet of crisps.
Mm-hmm.
I also
Freedom.
predict 2000 mules is going to have a negative effect on the watch market.
What is 2,000 mules?
Check
What is
it
that?
out. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
I can't
I
on
ca-
the stream.
I can't say what it is beyond that because it'll cause this whole stream to shut down. But if you look it up, then you get to decide whether it makes a difference.
I got to tell you this, guys. Would you be? Here we go. Yankee Doodle, $2. Arch, is your emergency fund prepared for this? Well, I mean, look. The thing is this: my watches are actually paid off. I don't owe money on my watches.
Exactly.
Look, if things come slowing down, that's okay. That's okay.
Let's do a
I've never
hypothetical,
really.
Arch. Let's do a
Yeah, look,
hypothetical.
I don't have a fucking emergency fund. Fuck
Let's do a
that.
hypothetical, Arch. Since
No,
you
I
don't
live
have
paycheck to
you
paycheck.
and
I live
Nico
paycheck to
don't have-
paycheck.
Right.
Timmy, I live paycheck to paycheck. Okay?
Well, Nico
Fuck
lives
me dead.
probably $150,000 in debt. right? But let's just make it
He's
hypothetical. Let's say you
paycheck
have
to paycheck. I live Google Ads to Google Ads, and I got to be totally honest with you. I'm slowing down. I've had a few good. I got a big friend of mine who's got a in US dollars, $1.2 million watch collection.
Nice.
He's
Ooh.
told me he's not buying anything at the moment.
Dave.
He stopped buying.
exactly.
I'm not gonna say he stopped. He
That's
doesn't mean
why.
he's frantically trying to sell everything. He's got a few pieces out there.
Does he have any debt? Does he have any debt?
Well, in his own life, you mean he's got debt, or what? He's got a little bit of business debt. He owes a little bit on his mortgage, but he's got his watches are cash. He doesn't borrow money for watches.
But in his personal life, as he will, let's say, he will want to expand his travel. Like it's summer.
He makes big bucks. He makes big bucks, but his own business itself, it's
people
had
who
a bit
have
of
big
a
money. They have big spendings, Arch. This is what you have to
They
remember.
do.
So
What he did is,
he
let me
has
say
a
this.
massive apartment. He has
No, he's got a
Maserati.
house. Okay. He owes $1 million on a house. Okay,
Ooh.
but the interest rates are low. Money's cheap.
Think about it this way. But when they raise the interest rates,
Yeah,
suddenly
but he got
selling a
locked
piece or
in.
two could make a big difference.
Yeah,
A bit of a
yeah.
dent.
Look, I got to be totally honest with you. He's not buying anything. He's slowed down. Sometimes you got to back yourself. What's really fallen is some of the super hype. Like the Pandas, the Tiffany. Those things there were going for crazy. I've never really gone into the super hype. So you look at the Submariner. The interesting thing is it's gone from 20,000 to 16,000. Did you see that? For the date sub I've got, that's the 41 mil. It's
Correct.
gone from 20,000+ to 16,500. So that's sort of 4,000 or 5,000 off. And you know what? That's pretty fucking. That's fucking scary. That is.
But
scary.
they're not even
5,
selling at 16, Arch. They're not even selling at 16. No one's buying.
Yeah.
That's the scary part if you think about it.
Well, okay, so 16 and a half. So 16,000 is 23,000 Aussie. Actually, you know what? That has come down a bit. So if you wanted to sell that, okay, say you made it 15. What's 15? 15 is 22 Aussie. Yeah, that's come down a bit, but can I tell you another story? Can I tell you?
Can I ask you a question?
Let me. Yep.
Okay.
A friend of. Yep. Go on.
Let's just do it one quick hypothetical, and you'll tell us about your friend. How much would you pay for a Pepsi right now? Knowing
Well, I tell you
later,
this
it's gonna
now.
be
Let me tell you a
$2,000
story,
less.
okay? I got a friend of mine, right? He's a dealer, okay? He bought a Pepsi. You know how much he was paying for Pepsis?
How much?
27.5 US.
Woo!
Now he just bought one this week. You know how much he paid?
How much?
I'll put this into US dollars. 20,500.
Wow.
So that's had a big fall. Okay. Yes.
Massive.
Yes. Okay.
10,000 US.
What I was saying is, a friend of mine. Let me tell you something. A friend of mine who's a watch dealer. I'm not going to name names because you could work it out. And he actually sold a Sky Dweller like mine, white dial steel.
Yes.
Okay, he sold it for 25 US. He just bought one he's selling one this week, right? And the price is 22 US. You see? So is it a massive hit? It's a couple thousand down. It's still way over retail. Do you understand? It's still way over retail.
But like, here's the thing, Arch. Most people were buying watches because they were appreciating in value, not depreciating. I mean, this is a new world. Why would anyone buy a watch nowadays if they know that 6 months later it's going to cost $1,000 to $2,000 less?
But we don't know this. We don't know this.
But we do. We do know this.
Well, yeah, I mean, every other watch brand than 4 or 5 top echelon brands that applies to. Before all this. Okay, Oris, Longines, all these other brands. We're talking about you buy, you walk out the door. It's just like a car, and it's worth half as much as you paid for it when
But
you bought it brand new.
think about this, Mike. Before all these watches were worth more after you bought it at retail, there weren't a lot of buyers. There wasn't a lot of people that were into Rolex. You know, there are so many there was so many buyers, so many people fiending at buying a Submariner when they maybe only had 20,000 in their checking account. They were willing to dump $9,000 or $10,000 into a Submariner because they thought their net worth went up by 10 when they were worth 20. Now all that's gone. Nobody's going to buy. I mean, I think buying at retail is still safe, but buying gray right now, it's sketchy. Like Tim said, why would you buy a failing asset? You know?
Yeah. Well, if you're paying, way over list and the gray prices are dropping,
It's like Paul said when, like, let's go back 5 years when a watch lost its value the day you bought it from an AD. Paul used to say, buy a gray market. There's no reason to go to an AD and buy brand new. Just buy a slightly used sub, save $1,000, right? So in the same token, why are you going to buy from a gray market dealer for 16 when he won't buy it from you for 12?
Sure. No, I understand.
So
Um,
you think, Archie,
you know,
you
to
think
the
buying retail
collector-
right now is
to the
still
collector like me,
a good
even-
idea?
what's that?
I was asking Arch, do you think buying retail is still a good idea right now?
Oh, retail is always good because there's so much profit in it. No. Retail, look, you've got to understand the market hasn't. When you say people are sensationalizing this, the market hasn't collapsed. It was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you still grab it at retails. That's complete fallacy.
Good
that
chat.
Mike Snake is fake. Manned up $2. Today's revenue $338. Hashtag fake. Fat fake.
Jesus.
When did that start?
Super chat.
I don't know. Maldives £4.50. What's the delta on Submariner market to retail? What
People are
would
asking
be
16.
a decent?
You can maybe get 12 or 13, I would guess. I don't know.
You'd expect them. I think the margins are sort of 10 to 15%. What do you reckon? See, the thing is,
OC had a
would
really
you
good
give a
point.
watch? Would you give it on consignment, or would you give it?
No.
You know
Listen
what
to
I'm
this
saying?
point
You're
that
never gonna
OC
see that watch
had,
again.
Arch. OC had a really great point. Let's just say that a Cermet right now is selling for 20, or that's what they're listed for sale, right? If you were to go to a gray market dealer and say, I'd like to sell my Cermet, he's going to offer you 14 to 16, and you would ask, well, if they're selling for 20, why? And the response would be, well, I'm probably not going to sell it. I'm going to have to wait a month to two, and by the time I do sell it, it's going to sell for 18. So I need to still make my 20% a month in advance. So they're going to offer you a projected value based on continued falling of the market value.
Sure. But to the collector who is just simply buying watches because they buying the watches they like, even if they bought gray and paid way too much, like I did, I'm happy that I've got the watches I've got. I'm not selling what I've got, and
Diego.
if the prices go way down, so be it. Then I'll be able to
Diego.
get the next watch I want at a much lower price, and I'll be that much happier.
By the time the watch is ready to sell, there's going to be zero value of the watch, and they're just going to charge you for the trouble of trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Well,
and to your point, Mike,
I'm not trying to sell it.
To your point, Mike,
Super
there's
chat,
a much
Ross
smaller buying
The
pool
Pine
of people
Baron,
willing to lose
$5.
money.
Free money created shortages and grey market hype. These days are over. The great contraction is upon us. AD display cases might be full by Christmas.
That would be nice. I got to
I
take
think
off,
the
guys, but it's
society
been a
would be great.
blast.
Doc, we love you. See you later, Doc. And
Love you,
make
landed
sure
on the
you
fellas.
moon.
bring your
Always,
We
sister to
landed on the
Vegas.
moon.
Make sure you bring your
Yeah.
sister to Vegas.
I'm working on
Sister
it, my
Vegas.
man. Working on it.
No
Super
worries.
See you,
chat.
Doc.
And Ross Rachel Brady, $5. Love to the panel tonight. Mike, we love you. Diego, congrats again. Enjoy it. Doc, I love your humor. And Tim, you are the man. Archie,
Aw.
you are the pontiff. Thank you so much, Ross
Thank you,
Rachel
Ross
Brady.
Rachel.
Thank you so
I
much.
got to
you.
tell you, I think what will happen is they're not going to have steel sports in the cabinets. You might start to see two-tone coming back into the cabinets, and solid gold may not be such a big premium. It's going to come down back to retail. That's what'll happen. It won't just be you have pandas in the cabinets. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
No, Panda's never going to be in the cabinet. If anything, they're going to make
100%.
Panda even more difficult to get. But the fact is, a lot of these gray market dealers, they're going to go out of business because they bought up all these watches,
Well,
and they're going to have
Yeah.
to take $5,000 loss on each
good
piece.
for them. I mean, the gray market fucking was out of control, anyways,
Yeah.
man.
They got greedy, they got nasty, they got so greedy. They were all driving Maseratis, they were all driving Lamborghinis, and showing it to our face like this is what we bought on your enthusiasm. You thought you wanted just a wristwatch? Well, fuck you. I'm gonna be driving a Ferrari because you really wanted that watch. Yeah, it's just disgusting. Dirk Diggler, super chat, Arch, super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. So the guy with the paddock is right. Lots of bro dudes spent a third of their liquid savings on a watch. Those guys are scared. Mike, go back to sleep.
I love you, Mike.
Yeah, okay. See ya.
Nah, Mike, it's a joke. But
I
really,
know.
somebody with 20, 30,000 in their savings account, to them, 3 months ago, Submariner was a great deal. I'm going to increase my net worth by $10,000. Now, I mean, I think if you still can buy it at retail, sure, maybe, but there's no riding the wave up anymore, right? You can't buy a sub at 16 anymore and expect it to be worth 20. I
Nope.
don't know. Like I said, I don't think you should buy a watch unless you're willing to only get what you paid for out of it, or even slightly less. If you're not comfortable with that, don't buy it. And that's talking strictly retail, not even gray market, because that's a whole different story. But like I said, Arch, your Calatravas and your World Time, those aren't really affected that I've seen.
No, I can't see them. They're not hype watches. It's the hype stuff that is going crazy. You see,
Yeah.
it's the hype stuff.
It's kind of like
And
Panerai. Panerai fell on its face, and it's like it's kind of a similar situation. Just the market's just gonna die for them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it'd be interesting to see what happens, man.
By the way, Snake, I want to send you something. Can you send me your address? I want to send you a gift.
I'll email it. I'll email it to you.
Email me your address, okay?
Yeah,
I was
sure.
I wanted to send you something to show appreciation for all you do for the community, okay? Big Meat inspired me. Big Meat inspired me.
A great gift for the Snake would be one of those paintings. You know how they make the paintings of the Rolexes? Kind of like a watermark or
I have a painting of Rolex. You want one? Diego,
a
I'll
root
send you
beer
one.
painting. Yeah, sure. Or a root beer painting for Mike would be awesome.
Oh,
I found some, but they're all in England.
One
It
second,
would
let me
take
check
like a month.
Tim's email is fun with.
I think it's hello@timwright.com.
Okay, let's see.
Do you know the paintings I'm talking about, Mike? They're watercolors of like different Rolexes.
yes, they're very cool.
A root beer for Mike would be pretty cool. Replace that mirror behind you, or put it on the door. That'd be nice.
Yeah, no, that would be cool.
see what Tim's got. Damn. Very cool. Yeah, something like that, Mike, for
A
you would be amazing.
Submariner. A
Let's see.
Submariner. Let's see what
Oh,
it
it's
is.
Wow.
beautiful. I would rock that on my wall all day long, man.
Show me that again, Timmy. Oh, that's so. Who gave you that?
That was he said not to say.
Okay. Where did he get it from?
He got it. I don't know.
What's positive in your life today, Arch?
Positive is I'm talking to you.
Oh,
There's a solid gold sub. Look at that.
Wow, that looks
Wow.
beautiful.
damn.
So these are photos or they're painted? What are they? They're prints?
They're like prints, but they're on canvas.
Ah,
You
clever.
can get them wrapped around properly at the
Yeah, it's
shop.
pretty.
You can wrap the door of the Beamer with that. That'd be nice.
Okay, Tim, it's on your way. I'm trusting that you'll never share that with anybody, please.
Mikey, I would never do that. I'll send you something nice. Don't worry, bro.
Everybody's so somber right now.
There is
It's
no,
okay.
what's it called? There's no root beer, but I have a Submariner. You want the Submariner?
The
I'll ship you one
painting,
of these paintings.
the
Yeah,
painting, you mean?
but you're gonna have to get it wrapped at like art store or something. I don't know.
Framed, matted.
Frame.
Is it, are you gonna send it in a tube?
Yeah, I'll send
Yeah.
it in the tube.
Of course, I'll have it. I'll have it. Properly.
I can put on the back. I can put for Mike the Snake from Tim Wright.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
that. Sign it, man. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
Here we go. Dirk Diggler, $3. Mike, here is your jumbo jack or Whopper burgers for you.
I love a Whopper. They got Burger King in Australia.
We call it Hungry Jacks. It's interesting how the franchise was developed.
The watches I watched, my friend showed me today were the Lunge 1 and Lunge Odysseus.
Okay.
And then the other one was the MB&F Legacy Machine 101 in steel.
Yeah. That was that one you were talking. Yeah. Someone mentioned that in the comments. They said it could be an MB&F.
Those were the three watches that he showed me today. That was very special to witness and behold,
Was that the jeweler?
and actually hold. No, it's just a friend that I took out to lunch today.
Wow. MB&F, those are
They're so
expensive.
nice.
Yeah, no, he said gray. They're around 100 on the gray. He paid I think around 60. He said for his but gray they're right around 101. He said. Who knows?
Yeah.
Now they're maybe the 80. The rate everything's going. But yeah, it was very cool to see those two Longues and the Odysseus and the Longue the Longue 1 was just almost the most perfect watch. Even
Hey,
at
Mike,
38, even at 38.
Mike, Tim and Archie are texting, so you want to talk airplanes?
Ha 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 ha. Dirk Diggler, $3. Mike, here is
No, we already
your
did that.
jumbo
Get back
jack
to your
or
phone.
Whopper burgers. Whopper burgers for you. There we go. And we got Dirk Diggler, $3. Arch, have you had kangaroo meat before? I used to love kangaroo meat pies. Skippy pies.
Anybody that's
kangaroo meat-
eaten at McDonald's has had kangaroo meat.
Let me just say this:
No, it's
kangaroo
horse
meat
meat.
is actually very, very good because it's very lean, not much fat content in it. It's a very,
Yeah.
very nice meat.
Tim, pull up
emu
muscular
meat.
kangaroo.
Emu meat
That's what
was
pulled
really
us up.
big for a while. There was people investing in emu farms to.
Ah, yes, emu farms. Those were the
But
days.
it didn't fly.
No.
Catch the pun. Flightless bird. I made a joke. It's
That's so good. That's so good, Mikey.
Yeah, fucking A, man.
I love it.
Mike, have you ever seen how muscular a kangaroo can get?
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those crazy ones. The like
They're like,
steroided out ones. Yeah, that just look like boxing monsters. Yeah.
all right,
It's
hey, they're
like
both busy. Let's talk airplanes.
even regular kangaroos you don't
Did you
want to mess
know?
with.
Hey, we got the future.
Hey, Aaron,
Hi, Aaron.
how
So,
are you?
did I know what?
Did you know that? Oh, Aaron, you gotta turn the volume down.
Hey, we got some super chats here coming in fast and furious.
All right.
Super chat.
Super
Archie.
chats. Here we go. Moldov's £4.50. Arch, are you going to tune into the last episode of Neighbours?
What is the neighbors?
Neighbours
I
is
don't
a
even know.
drama. It's like it's like General Hospital. It's like a long-running drama series on TV. Not a big fan of it. No,
I think
I
we have
kind
enough
of.
drama here on this show.
Yeah, no, it's there's some Kylie Minogue, famous Australian singer entertainer, was basically had her start on that show. So
pretty cool.
yes, that's how it goes there.
Super chat.
My snake is fake. Manned up, having trouble super chatting anything above $2.
Oh,
Thank you.
sorry
Thank you
about
so much.
that.
I have problem anything under
And-
10.
Humble Pine, $10. Just because, Archie. Tim is my guy, and love you too, Archie.
Thank you, Humble
Just
Pine.
because
Humble Pine is
Archie,
a
Diego.
yes,
legend.
Humble Pine.
Have you ever
He's a
been to the
very-
Reno air races?
No.
The Reno
Have you
Air Race.
ever-
They're legendary. They're legendary. The
Have you ever
Reno
been to any air race?
I haven't, and after seeing what that P-51 did, I don't know if I want to.
Oh no!
Here we
it's-
go. Al,
That's once in the
$5.
history of the entire history of all the air races in the world. That one
Kangaroo
time
meat
it
is
happened.
good, but makes you feel a little jumpy.
And
No.
they
What I was going to
moved
tell you about the U2, you know, the U2 Dragon Lady? Mike,
YouTube Dragon Lady.
the spy plane?
Oh, you mean the U2? Yeah, the U2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to an interview. The guy said we could be flying over Los Angeles, and if you're leaving your hotel in Vegas, I can take a photo of you, positively identify you, tap into your phone, send your conversation to someone in the Pentagon live, and if there's weather or if it's nighttime, no problem, I'll switch to infrared. How crazy is that?
From
Like they can-
from across
From
the
Los
country?
Angeles to Los Angeles to Vegas. That's the kind
Wow.
of sensors they have.
Yeah, no, I mean we're 10 to 20 years behind, you know, as far as like what they've let us know what they actually have. You know, what's really going on.
What's happening? Why are we stuck in this loop? I can hear myself thinking.
I think Mike's camera is delayed. Mike, mute your camera.
Just the replay.
That's not Mike. Just give me.
Not
Hey,
me.
Austin, how's it going?
Hey there, how you doing?
Hey,
Diego.
Diego,
Yes.
why are you doing this? It's not him. Okay.
Hello, guys. It's
It's
Tim.
Aaron.
Hello.
It's not me, Archie. Who was
It's
that?
gone now.
So who's this Aussie expat? Who are you?
Krispy Kreme.
Hi, you've forgotten me already?
Yes, you had a haircut. What's happened?
I had an accident. The clipper fell off my electric shaver thing, and then
What?
Hate it when that happens.
$150. Humble
Holy
Pine.
fuck.
Mike, love you, but when people super chat, stop chiming in so Archie doesn't focus on his supporters. Just my 2 cents. Mike, love you, but when
damn.
people super chat, stop chiming in so Archie doesn't focus on his supporters. Just my
Okay,
2 cents.
You got it. Done.
Yeah. Thank you, Mikey. We love you.
It's never intentional.
Yeah.
Do you guys see this shit?
You have to look at the screen. Oh.
He's not supposed to be on there, but lately Since the surgery, we've let him.
Oh,
He
he's
just
so
makes
cute.
himself at home.
Oh my
He's so cute.
Special privileges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all forgiven.
Yeah.
He's so cool. He's so
I
cool.
need a haircut.
Jeff.
Fuck.
Jeff, 28, $10. Diego, look up Kermit Weeks. I took a private tour of his hangars, largest private aircraft collection, made his money from oil reserves in Australia, the Bass Straits.
Is this the guy, Jeff, that bought all the Hornets from Australian Air Force? You can just, you don't have to super chat that. You take me off full screen.
Mike, love you, but when people super chat, stop chiming in so Archie doesn't focus on his supporters.
We already
Just
read
my
that
2
one.
cents. We did that. We give him
Or
some
we just
extra
keep it up. We'll just keep it up.
because he's been very
Yeah.
it's a
Very
it's
generous.
been it's,
You
I
need
must
to
admit
keep it up. I've already submitted. You can take it down.
I met up with Humble Pine yesterday. That's why I was late. To do live streams.
It's okay. How is he?
He's a
cool.
really nice guy. He's a really nice guy. He's a very cool guy. Very cool guy. Very hardworking guy. You know? He works really, really hard to pay for these super chats, you know? Fuck me dead. It's you know having and holding actual job is fucking hard, Arch. It's hard. I didn't know.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize it.
It's not that hard.
It's very
You
hard.
just have to wake up every day.
Yeah, but try waking up. Have you ever tried waking up not naturally? After waking up for a whole year naturally? Diego?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was called when
It's
I
not
got
that
my
bad
first
if you're getting
when I got
paid
my
well.
first real job. It was
Wait,
fucking
who's on the
hard.
clock? You on the clock now, Tim?
So no amount of money can make me wake up before 9 o'clock at this point.
Pine Barren, $2. Arch, best 70s movie.
A bridge
Ooh,
too
that's
far.
The
That's a
mechanic.
good question.
Bridge over the River Kwai.
I would have to say my favorite movie is the Thomas Crown Affair with Steve McQueen.
Wow.
Yes, I
Classy.
like that movie. That was a very cool movie. I love Steve McQueen in the 70s, and it had some fantastic cast. He had a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. It was a Corniche Rolls-Royce. It was actually a Silver Shadow Park Ward. It was the coupe version. Yeah, I love that movie. That was a good movie, actually.
It's
Yeah.
peanut butter?
Yeah.
It's peanut butter?
Next super chat is from Yankee Doodle, $2. Arch, would you buy a Bored Ape NFT for 5,000? No, I don't even understand. I don't understand this market. It's just crazy.
Actually, Archie, this is an interesting one.
Not really.
Most NFTs are just garbage, but the Bored Ape Yacht Club is kind of like you buy the NFT and all of a sudden you're a VIP at Hermes. Now it's not Hermes that you're buying in terms of being a member of the club, but that's what the Bored Ape Yacht Club is. Basically, it's a signal to everyone that you are a VIP.
Oh my god!
But who knows this? I don't understand that.
Well, I think they actually have specific events and things that only Yacht Club members are eligible
Can you
for.
imagine rolling up your Rolex AD and just like showing them your
isn't
NFT?
that kind of shit value? I mean, why would you pay $5,000 for this thing?
Well, some of those are
5K is
going
like way
for-
under what they're actually selling for.
Some
It's
of
more like
those were
hundreds of
going for
thousands.
like
I'd put it similar to
half a
like
mil.
saying a membership to a country club, which will probably entry fee a few $100,000. Dues about $100,000 to $200,000.
I've met people at these countries clubs, and a lot of them are douchebags.
Have you ever heard of the Masters?
I will
Archie?
join
Speaking
any
of
club
country
that will
clubs?
not have me as a member.
Arch, you ever heard of the Masters? Augusta National?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what the yearly member fee is?
It's horrendous.
No, it's like $6,000. But guess what? Try getting a membership.
What happens
Exactly.
if it's not?
You
AD
can't get a
games.
membership. Yeah,
It's
so
like
the
AD games.
membership fee is very minimal,
Ah, fuck
but
'em.
you have to you have to be
6,000 is not
invited.
minimal. I don't think 6,000.
They're just
Invitational.
douchebags. You know that, right?
No,
all
come
these
on.
all
Considering.
These people aren't
look,
just douchebags.
so
Come on.
man, all these people who have these private. I went to one of these private clubs. They're just douchebags. They're so snooty. They're so they think they're better than everyone else. You know that?
Wow.
Some of them, yeah.
Did you grow up in one of these clubs, Tim?
Yeah. With my trust fund, I
Yeah.
was given a membership to one of these clubs.
I was a member of a country club while I was in Seattle. It was good. It was
It
fun.
was.
Good golf. It's mainly a sporting club.
Get up.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't know. I mean, we're all human. I think these elite clubs. Why do we want to be members of these things? Do we feel special
You
or
feel better than
than
your
the other man, or what is this shit?
I did it for the golf. I did it for the golf.
What
So
club
it's a
did you
private
join?
club. You don't have to play with the public crowd. You get
with the
18
peasants.
holes
The
of golf
peasants. Just call
done.
them as they are. The peasants.
Okay, the peasants. You get 18 holes of golf done in about 2.5 hours to 3 hours instead of 5 to 6.
shit.
my dad
I
was
was
a
in
member
one,
of the
and
Playboy Club
Exactly.
of course,
way back
I had a
when.
golf membership at a country club, and when I realized that 4 or 5 months out of the year it got dark around 6 o'clock, and I didn't get off work till 5 or so, that I was paying half a year to not even play. I was just like, nah, it's not worth it.
Value proposition. You have to be very careful.
Where's the
The place
value?
that I was at in Seattle had a young executive membership, so the initiation fee was waived, and you only had to pay dues of like $400 a month. So
$400 a month.
Holy
if you're under
shit.
40,
That's
the
a lot.
world's open to you if you're willing to play golf.
It's insane.
400 a month is still a lot of money. I don't know what planet you're
Yeah,
sort of
that's
on, but
Well, in
double.
Seattle, going to a municipal golf course where the grass is completely turned up because of like golf carts flying around all over it while it's wet,
Oh, there's an
a
animal.
round of golf will cost you about $80. So you only have to play golf like 4 times before you're starting to see like, okay, maybe it's worth it.
You have to play a lot of golf.
Maldives, £1.80. Arch, time to promote your WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group, yes, guys. WhatsApp group.
Check out the WhatsApp group, guys. Send
check it out.
Archie72 at gmail.com. $30 US dollars, not
Yep.
Canadian nor Australian.
And I will add you to the group. There we go.
It's great stuff there. I love the pictures. The pictures. Sometimes, you'd like really feel depressed, and then you open up the WhatsApp group and you just go like, oh, okay, cool. Like, cool. Like I'm looking. Let me open it now. Oh, that's nice. This latest batch was pretty good. The drop. How much you paying this guy to drop the pictures? Arch.
He's a member. Private club.
He's doing it for you for free. He's paying to do it.
He's so cool. He's so cool, isn't it?
Wow.
I need to buy a burner phone.
$1,000 a year, Tim.
Oh,
Nothing's free in this world. Fuck.
Hey guys,
I got to add
I'm gonna-
value to these.
I'm gonna
Value.
bid you all a good night. I will see you later.
Snakey, we love you,
Diego?
Snake. Snake,
Love
we
you,
love you. Come again, Snake. We really do love you.
Call me tomorrow, Mike.
Yep.
5 Eastern.
Yeah. Right on.
See ya.
Chingo.
Snake.
Chingao. That's what it was. Chingao.
I was gonna tell him to expect the package. I just sent him something. A care package.
Nice.
Care package with love. He should be expecting it the next couple of months. Wow, that's a good one. Wow, these are nice pictures, man. Wow.
How was your day
Pretty
yesterday,
good stuff
Arch?
that there.
What'd you do?
Yeah, I went and saw the widow. I told you because I gave her the box. I helped
Yep.
organize his collection. It's yeah.
What kind of watches did he have that are not going to be parted with, or
He
that
had
the widow's
he
going to
had
keep?
two. Actually, I'll tell you, Jeff, $2. Mike the Snake is a member of Augusta. Let me say this: he had 2 Grand Seikos, but they were both quartz. And I said to her, you know what? Because he's got a son, a late 20s son. I said, give him the 2 Grand Seikos. He had the black dial, red hand GMT. It's a very classic. It's got a
Now, is
quartz
this
movement.
quartz like tick, 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 or is it
Yep,
that
yep.
crazy movement that's like smooth?
No. It's proper quartz.
Okay.
And he also had a diver, a monoblock diver that also had a quartz movement, Grand Seiko monoblock. And I said, look, give those to him now. Get him to wear those and enjoy those now. In the precious side, he had a Tudor sub. He had two Seikos he'd had for years, which meant a lot. And she also had the watch she gave him when they first started going out together. It was just a quartz Seiko, but and also his grandmother gave him a watch. He was very close to his grandmother. And that had his name engraved on the back. So I said, look, you want to keep these things special. That's what I sort of was saying to her. So it was look, it was nice to do that. It's kind of, I don't know, I just feel a bit queasy at the moment. I just feel a bit strange, but you get that.
You're a good friend, Arch.
That person I was telling you about that we were dealing with in the family, they're gone. So I'm kind of in the same boat as you right now.
Oh, I see. They died now.
Yeah. So,
I tell you what, it makes you realize
it's
we're not
weird.
always here for a long time.
Did you get any of the watches back? You were saying you were gonna get some of the shitters, if you will. Anything like that?
I said to her, look, there's nothing. I don't particularly want anything. I'm trying to actually declutter my life. Believe it or not, I am actually trying to. But I said to her, look, a lot of the stuff he just bought crazy stuff. Super chat, Humble Pine, $10. Have a good show. Got to run. We'll check in on Tim's after show if you have one.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
But
5
Tim-
minutes from now. Holy shit.
Yeah, Tim, you better get that. Send me the link in the private
I'm
chat. I'll
gonna
see if I can put the
drop-
link over to you. Okay.
I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link in the private chat, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna drop the link.
No, I got to tell you,
I don't think it'll work.
it's very upsetting in the sense that it's made me realize my own mortality.
Yeah,
and it makes you realize, like he had a $2 million beautiful apartment. He had a holiday house. He didn't spend. He was never a waster of money, right? But he was financially he's more well off than I'd ever be, right? He's very, very well off, and he's dead. He's gone. He doesn't exist. I can never talk to him again. That person is no longer on earth. Do you understand? Like his intellectual brain or sarcasm or jokes, I will never get again. Do you understand? It's kind of that as a concept is
Does
pretty...
it make you, so I know you're looking inward at yourself. Does it make you also look at others that you love and appreciate them more?
It does. It does. But it's also, what it does is it makes you realize, we may not be here forever. Well, what do you really want in life? What is it you want? Like, I had a lot of watches I don't wear often because they're my special watches. Maybe you got to start wearing stuff now. You know what I mean? I'm just having a look at this, Tim, to see if I can redirect
I don't think so.
other
It's
channel.
broken.
You don't have any redirect privileges. Why does that say that?
Broken for now.
Is that what you says?
Yeah, it's
You don't have any.
You know what we should try to do?
What's
Take
that?
me out.
No. I just
I'll take
having
you
a look
out
here.
and I'll re-enable it. Maybe that's gonna help it.
Can you redirect to...
It doesn't work. I mean,
It makes me look outward. This stuff recently happened with us. It makes me look at others that I love, and just I don't know.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's really. I think the thing is, you've got to realize that we can't live forever. Yeah, it's not doing it, Timmy.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, okay, we'll play around with it later. Okay.
Yeah.
I might delete you and put you back in again. That's what I might.
I'm gonna do the same thing for you.
Yeah. I'll do it after the stream.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky thing. Like I've Humble Pine, have a good show. Got to run. We'll check in on Timmy's after show if you have one. Yes, indeed. And love Maldives £4.50. Arch, you need to pitch a Shark Tank crossed with taxi ride type show to Netflix. Look, I got to be honest with you. I don't think I'd want to pitch anything to these guys. It's so hard to pitch something. They make you jump through. It's like this. I don't think I'd go on a celebrity show. You know these celebrity type
Apprentice.
shit like that. I mean, I can't think of anything worse. I'm too old to do that. I'm 50 this year. I don't want to fucking sell my soul for the sake of cheap publicity. Those days are kind of like, it's also like I don't actively try and do collabs with people. You know what I mean? I don't constantly chase O'Sheen. Let's do a collab, dude. Look, I think, look, if you want to come on, that's great. But I can't be fucked chasing the hot people to do collab. I've done collabs in the past. It never really worked well for me.
Yeah. They ended up stabbing you in the back at the end. Every single one of them.
Well, yeah, O'Sheen's like, look, there's been some, it's never really given me huge windfall in views or stuff. So, but look, it is what it is. Guys, I'm going to wrap this show up. It's been a great show. Thank you so much for coming. And I had a bit too much chocolate. I've fucking got to stay away from chocolate. Chocolate just makes me so tired. I'm not used to sugar. I've really cut sugar out of my life. I bought a chocolate yesterday because I was just feeling shit. And it just makes me tired. The sugar, I don't have sugar in my coffee. I have no sugar. I'm just milk, coffee with milk. So I don't have sugar. And it makes me a bit tired. But yeah, it is what it is, So that's the way the cookie crumbles. So guys, stay safe. We will catch up again. I love yous all. And Timmy, you run the show. The next
I'm gonna run the
link.
show. Let's put
the link in
there.
And
the
we'll
link.
I'll run the outro.
Run the outro.
Archie, tell me, what is going on? You seem very low energy today.
It's the watch market when you got Nico selling his world time. You think he's got problems, really? He's really going to sell it? I think he's put it out.
No, I think he has real problems, Archie.
He's completely broke, Archie. Don't fool yourself. He's completely broke.
How bad is crypto? How bad is crypto?
Oh my God,
Non-existent.
Archie, I'm down. Yesterday I was down 400. Today I'm down $8 million. Okay? It's bad. I gotta be honest with you.
The Bitcoin price.
We're off air,
No,
right?
yeah, no, but yeah, it's shit, Archie, okay? The Tiffany OP is gone. I have to say, it's gone.
Yeah, it is. Just looking at the chart, holy fuck. Look at the 1 year chart. We're fucked there. You know that? It's all fucked. It's fucked. Crypto crap.